water, bro.
Yep.
Alright. Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. That's the name of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Yahweh, Heavenly Father's name, Yahushua, the name of His only begotten Son. First and foremost, I want to give double honors to our elders of GMS from the well. Peace and salutations to the Lake Akim on the four corners, pushing the truth for sincerity. Peace be unto you. Shalom. Just want to start off, just basically start off by how, the concept of Satan is not who the Christian church claims it to be. This person that's underneath the ground, this hellboy, with horns on his head, that's not what Satan is. And to be honest, Satan means adversary, so actually could be a person who's your adversary as well. But the spiritual demon Satan is not. The spiritual demon Satan and the Heavenly Father, they like this. There is no beef between them. There's no big giant fight going on between them two. What you about to grab?
Joe.
Oh, okay, hold on that one. That was what I was about to get. Hold on. Can you grab Revelation unless you're about to grab something else?
No,
Revelation what? Which starts where the dragon drew the
12, third part of heaven.
Yeah, that's 8, verse 8, I think. 7.
Oh,
maybe.
shit.
Possibly 12 and 6, I want to say.
So you drew the third part of heaven?
Well, yeah, I think that's in like the first, second, and third.
Yeah. Okay.
We can skip over a little bit.
Other phone.
7. Verse 7. Okay. Yeah.
And there was a war in heaven, and Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Yep.
And prevailed not, neither was a place found anymore in heaven.
Keep going.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil.
So now, how the Christian church breaks this down is that Satan was an angel, had a halo and everything. He was just chilling up in heaven, and then he just started sizing the Heavenly Father up like, I can. We about to lead a coup on you, and then all of a sudden, they just started rebellion, and then they got kicked out of heaven, and then now Satan is on the ground just running amok, and then that's how he was able to tempt Adam and Eve and all that type of stuff. That's completely.
No, so finish your thought. All right? Finish your thought.
That's completely a-hole backwards.
I was just gonna say, I just sitting here thinking about it because this is Revelation. This is John's time. He's seeing a future prophecy, and even in Isaiah, that's a future prophecy. If Satan was supposed to get thrown, this is supposed to then happen before creation of existence, right? If Satan fell out the air,
right.
That's a whole myth, bro. Yeah, I just sat here. I just thought about it. I was like, damn, that's a good.
Prophets. The word prophet, pro means before. C means to say. A prophet's going to talk about stuff and prophesy stuff that's going to happen, not prophesy about stuff. I can say, the Chiefs going to win the Super Bowl last February. That's not prophesying. Anybody can say that. For whatever reason, that's the only verse or breakdown in Revelation that goes backwards in the time. Before John, the Revelator was speaking, and it's supposed to prophesy all the way back to Adam. No, it doesn't work like that. Prophecy is about what's happening in the future, because the prophets always want to know what's going to happen, when we going to get delivered, and this is what the part of the good news is. You realize that all this is going to happen, all the way from Revelations, from the 7 heads, the 10 horns, all this stuff has to come to pass in order for your deliverance. Not the Satan was in heaven, brought it back to Adam, like that would have nothing to do. So now, before we go into the correct breakdown on that, I want to also emphasize that when it comes to Satan, all right, the devil right there, that's not talking about the actual spiritual demon Satan. Right there, the word devil means deceiver. That's all that means. The word devil now. Matter of fact, can you get Job 9 and 24?
Yeah.
Okay, you grab it, Kali, yeah.
This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, covered the faces of the judges thereof, does not wear
Also, Job says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And so now when you're given into the hands of the wicked, what does that mean? That means you control the earth. So when you look around, who controls the earth? It's the so-called white man, who is Esau. Now, if you also, you know, if you can receive it, he says, if not, who is he? Where is he? Because some people want to act stupid and act like, no, it's not the white man. He's good. You know, he gives us, you know, rebates. He gives us stimulus checks.
Barely.
You know, he gives us forgives our loans and stuff like this. You know, so people think like, you know, this white man can't be the devil. You know, but yes, that's how he's able to deceive you. You know, it's easy to give a person a jacket and then, you know, turn the heat down at the same time. Or you ain't do nothing. You know, Esau, you know, whatever good he does is just to set up for something else. So he'll do something good, then put drugs in the community at the same time. So whatever you're doing, it's not really good. You know, so-called give you health care and all these discount or whatever, but meanwhile, he's putting stuff in your food that's defiling you to where you need the health care that to begin with, giving you the DVOC 91 shots and stuff like that. All this is deception tactics. Can you where you leave off at? Verse 9
in the middle mid part of
take it to
nine.
verse either 11 or 12, where it says they love not their lives. After the last verse.
Okay, God. Start back at 9, and Revelation 12 and 9. And that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world.
Okay, so now that serpent now is talking about that old serpent. That's talking about in Genesis. So that serpent wasn't an actual snake, because again, let the Christianity tells you snakes used to have legs, and they don't have legs because of what happened in Genesis, and now they got cursed, and now they got slither on their belly. Christian, man, you gotta be so glad, you be thankful sometimes the most that you don't believe that nonsense of Christianity. That's completely insane. You know, a talking snake. You know, man, somebody like you got to be on acid when you breaking down the scriptures. If you a Christian, you know, it's like it's literally like you hallucinate, just freestyling, because all the stuff doesn't make sense when you think about it. None of the stuff makes sense. Keep reading.
God. He was cast out into the earth.
So now, who was cast out to the earth? What does that mean, cast out to the earth? It means, all right, when you are the war in heaven, all right, that hasn't happened yet. There is no war that's going on, or there was no war that was going on in the Heavenly Father's realm in heaven, and he just kicked people out. That hasn't happened yet. There's going to actually be war, literally in the heavens. You're going to have Yahweh Shai. He's going to come from the heavens that we can actually visually see. You're going to actually have basically what's that yeah, there's fight. Is that second Ezra I'm thinking of?
Second Ezra 13 and 8.
13 and 8. Okay, can you grab that for me?
Yeah. This is the book.
Start up maybe a little bit just so it put it into perspective.
God. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 6. But I beheld and lo, he had graved to himself a great mountain.
Why does it say he graved himself a great mountain? Because, all right, in Acts chapter 1, I believe verse 6, where it says
1 and 11 specifically.
1 and 11?
Yeah.
Okay, the water. Basically, they said, you know,
pull it.
why are you looking up in heaven?
Acts 1 and 11.
Yeah, kind of grab that from me.
Started like 10. Yeah. Started 10 or 9, whichever verse you need to.
This is Acts 1, verse 9. And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they...
So he went up into the heavens. So a cloud, meaning talking about a so-called UFO, or better known as a chariot. Go ahead.
And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven,
Yeah, you're
as
good.
he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
So same way how you saw him go up, same way he's coming back. He's coming from the heavens, coming back down.
Come on, man.
And so there's actually going to be a war, because it talks about that in 2nd Esdras.
Back in 2nd Esdras chapter 13 and verse 6. But I beheld and lo.
So this is Yahushua coming back, as was talked about in Acts. This hasn't happened yet, but it's going to happen. Go ahead.
He had graved himself a great mountain
That chariot, that cloud. Go ahead.
and flew upon it. But I would have
You ever seen in the movie how you see actually a cloud and then it breaks forth, and then there is Yahushua inside of it in that chariot. Go ahead.
But I would have seen the region or place without the hill was graven, and I could not. After this,
So it was further than his eyes could actually see. Go ahead.
and after this, I beheld and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst to fight.
So how they fight? You got what I think it's a 4th or 5th branch of the military called like SpaceX or whatever, stuff like that. They plan on fighting against the Heavenly Father. That's your war in heaven right there. Go ahead. I think maybe one more verse after that.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire.
So that's your war in heaven, because when you got two people fighting, that's a war. That's what war is. You know, they saw him, you know, and then what? Guess what happened? They started trying to fight. That's your war right there. You know, throughout this, can you grab Revelations 14 and I think verses 1, maybe verse 4, possibly.
Yeah. This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 4. I'll start at 1.
Yeah.
And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000.
So who was that lamb? That lamb was talking about Yahushua. Go ahead.
Having his father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the 4 beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
So right now we're singing this song. Guess what? We're going to end up getting the victory. Ultimately, you know, we're going to get the victory. This war, and it's really basically. Matter of fact, can you also jump to Revelation 19, where it talks about the great supper? I think maybe verse 13 or maybe 14 and 15. Maybe you grab your verse up like
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 7 and verse 4. It says, And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of the tribes of the children of Israel.
Don, that's basically the 144,000, the elect of the elect, you know, being sealed. I'm trying to find out where to start.
What are you looking for?
Okay, you said the supper that verse 9.
Okay.
I'll start at verse 7 of Revelation 19. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. And he said, For to me, right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb Yahushai. And he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High Yahweh. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant of thy brethren, that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy.
That's verse what, 14?
That was verse 10.
Okay, jump to I think 17.
Okay. Yeah. And I saw an angel standing in the sun. This is verse 17 of Revelation 19. And he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together onto the supper of the great power of Yahweh.
Right, because there's going to be a lot of dead bodies. You tell about in Ezekiel, he severed out men for continual employment, just specifically to get rid of the dead bodies and carcasses. That's your war. That's the aftermath of the war that's in heaven. So this whole wacky tacky Christian concept that Satan is under. I don't know. I'm so far removed from Christianity. I've been really honestly forgot what type of strongholds and stumbling blocks, but that's before them. But this whole concept that Satan is underneath the earth, and then he just pops up out of it. Or also they say I remember that a beast is actually literally supposed to rise out of like the Atlantic Ocean or Pacific Ocean. That's completely crazy.
And a woman's supposed to be riding it.
It is amazing. That's the stuff that they believe, yo.
With a white bitch, a bad white bitch on it.
Right. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Like, where the fuck y'all been at?
Right.
See, they like to separate the Bible from reality. Vocab too. Like, that shit just don't make sense. There's a clear group of people on the earth fucking everybody over.
Yep.
What about them? The Bible not gonna talk about them. The Bible not gonna talk about slavery. It wasn't gonna talk about nothing.
Right.
It's just the Bible, then earth. They not together. Nothing. Come on, man.
It's supposed to be the wisest book on the planet, but it don't talk about none of those things.
Nothing.
It's just a mystery. It's crazy.
This transatlantic slave trade changed the whole course of history. How they leave that out?
Oh,
this country, Babylon the Great, was built by who? The Israelites, those who fulfilled the curses of Deuteronomy 28. So we're the ones who actually built this place up. Got to be here there somewhere. But as long as you listen to Christianity, they keep you singing, dancing, and clapping.
That's it.
You don't think to actually read the actual scriptures. You got something? Okay, you got
Verse 18, that ye may eat the flesh of kings,
hold that.
and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great.
Then it comes to pass, sit down in the dust. Because right now, Esau is basically, he's exalted himself. He's high. It goes all the way back to Genesis when he cried, for that blessing, because he felt that Esau felt that Jacob, who is his twin brother, he felt like he deserved the blessing because he felt like he was the firstborn. And that goes back to that old serpent as well. That's that same old serpent. It was initially in the garden. Guess what? It came back in reincarnation as what? Esau. Guess what? That's Cain. This is your devil. This is the physical counterpart of Satan. Just like how sons of God, we have the Heavenly Father, God, our power, and his physical counterparts of that manifest in Yasharala, sons of the power. That's us. So Satan has the physical. Satan is spiritual, but he has a physical counterpart as well. And who's this physical counterpart? It's a so-called white man. That's who is his physical counterpart. You see who the ones that's out here doing the wicked? Who's the adversary of the whole earth? Who's destroying the whole earth? Who's the one that has a whole book dedicated strictly to your extermination of being wiped off of this whole earth completely.
You gotta keep it real.
Right.
Christians don't keep it real, bro, at all.
They don't, because first when you teach Carla, you got something?
That dude was
Hold off on that. Can you grab Revelations 10 in verse, I think 6 or 7, where it says he ate the whole roll, became sweet, and then became bitter. So
You looking for, that's Rev 10.
6 or 7.
You told him sweet? Revelation? 10 and 10.
This is Revelations 10 and 10, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand.
So the little book is talking about what? The scriptures. So you read Revelation chapter 5, actually in Daniel chapter 12, it was sealed. And guess what? In Revelation chapter 5, it was being unsealed. So now this book is being unsealed right now. So the little book is talking about the Bible, the scriptures. Go ahead.
Out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey, and as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter.
So there's the honey, then it was the bitter part. The honey is what tastes good to you. You know, we're gonna get the kingdom. You know, we're gonna have multiple women. We're not gonna have to practice monogamy. We're gonna be in the outer spaces. This is the good part, but there's a bitter part to this, which we teach. The Christian church, nothing's bitter about this. Everything is good, right? So when you talk about the so-called white man, that's bitter to them. That's sweet to us that we hear them coming. We hear so-called white man coming down, but to them, that's bad. That's bitter. You know, they feel like, you know, the white man is good. There's some bad black people too. Yeah, you got some bad black Edomites.
I like they say, everybody's bad.
Right.
Everyone's the evil one. Everyone's evil.
There's evil everywhere.
Everyone. Yeah. Who's in power? The government. Who's evil on the earth? Everyone's evil. Everyone's evil.
Everybody know?
As you call, you got it, bro. He didn't been up here scoffing. Yeah, you got it, all right.
So
down, bro.
So you like I said, you actually have dark-skinned Edomites. So yeah, you got some actual so-called black people that's going to be destroyed. Yeah, and you got some also so-called black people who are of us, but they're going to actually have to, you know, be destroyed and come back in reincarnation. But you got some dark-skinned Edomites. You have you got all the way back to the Gospels. You know,
Herodians.
You had exactly
Herodians.
Right, exactly what I was about to say. You have some what's the president's name? Adam. It's not. I forgot his name. It was a documentary, but he basically raped.
Oh shit. Yeah. George Washington.
George Washington.
No. Jefferson. Sally Mae.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
her, right.
Yep,
She
yep.
got a whole lineage.
Yeah. You saw that video?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they're all her descendants. They did a little like TikTok. Yeah, that's bro. A whole league
Yep.
of terrorists, bro.
Right.
Niggas is bosses somewhere, train conductors, bro. All types of shit. All Edomites, but they look chocolate.
So ultimately, it doesn't matter about color. Actually, when you get down to the nitty gritty, it actually doesn't. But ultimately, let's not play stupid. Right? It's who is running this world. They're the people running this world. I promise you, they're not dark-skinned Edomites. They're not. They're Edomites who actually have pale, red-faced devils.
Oh no, I
Yeah, so I'm going back to
Yeah, I
what you
appreciate
want to get.
My hands work, brother. Y'all not know.
You want to some grab stuff? Oh, okay.
Wait and see. Hopefully it die down.
Okay, go ahead.
Just to back you up real quick, this is Matthew 13 and 24. Another parable he put forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the household came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then had the tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while you gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. The tares is Edomite. The wheat is ultimately elect, but yeah.
When you look up wheat and tares, they look exactly the same.
Sure do.
They don't look any different.
A play for the fool
Yeah, what?
until you go to bake it.
That's why it says the angel shall separate the goats from the sheep, because they look exactly the same. Man. You can't tell. That's why sometimes you be like, I don't know. That nigga could be Israelite, could be Edomite. Even with niggas.
You want to
be
go
like,
there,
that nigga
son?
might be
You don't gotta go there.
terrible. That boy right there might be a terror. Because they look, he got terror tendencies.
Yeah, I still, to me, the jury's still out on that basketball player in Orlando, Paulo Chabarro, or whatever his name. He got a so-called white daddy. That boy look. It's possible he could be actual, a wheat. It's possible he could be but hey, I'm looking at him like that. Look like a honky, but hey, could you never know.
Yeah, like Andrew Tate, he looked like he is so-called Edomite, but his father's is a Jake. He got the characteristics, got the straight brown hair,
British look.
British look. But he's a Jake,
I just found out this one person I've been seeing at the gym for a minute. Her dad is a Judite and her mom's a Moabite or Asian, whatever. Bitch, you couldn't tell. You'd be like, that's a heathen. But she's Israelite.
Oh, you thought it was a goop?
I thought it was a goop. I thought she was like a fucking Filipino or something.
Like a little brown goop?
But yeah, she's brown, but she got the goo guys. And one bitch told me the other day, she was like, her dad a nigga. I was like, really? Her dad, inflation. Because Israel has been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. It looked like every nation under the sun. I can grab that real quick.
Yeah.
Not to go too far on top.
Carter, you want something? Can you get they're not all Israel, which Israel, Romans, I think 9 and 6 or 9 and 7. One of the
This is James 1 and verse 1. James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad greeting. So the nation of Israel, even before we were completely scattered with 70 AD, Israel's really always been scattered. Because when we even came to the Holy Land, you had, I believe it was Reuben and Gad that stayed. They said we're gonna stay right here. Yeah, we gonna chill here, and then the rest of Israel went over there.
Well, hey, I was reading earlier in the book of 1 Samuel when one of the first fights between Saul and the Philistines, because if you remember, Jonathan and his armor bearer went up and fought a couple of them. Mm-hmm. After they saw that victory, it told you that some of the Israelites that was living with the Philistines came to help. Yeah. So Jake was already moving out. Niggas been moving out. Man, after Moses, a couple niggas said, man, it went that way, went elsewhere.
That's why amongst the Northern Kingdom, there's a reason a lot of Northern Kingdom look Chinese and fucking Japanese. They're right next to each other. When you look at where their lands are set, they're really right next to. You think you telling me?
It says he's joined to the heathen.
You telling me?
Somebody got to get that.
Goddamn
Hosea.
Some Mexican nigga see a fine little Chinese. Shit,
oh no, she's no. I can't do that.
I can't do that. No, I can't. No.
I can't do
going
that.
into Nehemiah, they were scattered, man. They was all fucked up, speaking different languages. And shit.
That's goofy Judites with that shit. That black woman loyalty bullshit.
That dumbass shit.
That's
man.
that goofy shit. Hosea, it tells 7 and 8. It tells you Northern Kingdom, Ephraim, he joins the heathen.
But before, you go ahead.
Mixed himself. Is it 7 and 8? What's 7 and 8 say?
No, that's a good kid.
Well, you look up
7 and 8 is
Yeah, that's it.
This is in Hosea chapter 7 and 8. Ephraim hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake
not turn.
You gotta,
yeah. Ephraim has mixed himself amongst the people. It's a cake unturned. One side is brown as it can be, and the other side is as bright as it can be. Because that our people, but the complete utterance of our scattering was 70 AD. That was the complete scattering from us being destroyed by the Romans, us going into the Atlas of Africa and fucking all that area to Europe, Spain, Turkey, what's that? Russia.
Yeah.
What's that? What's the one that started with a G over there? Germany. Our people going throughout the lands and then completely enslaved
all throughout
Europe,
Eurasia and Africa. Shit.
What'd you say?
I said all throughout Eurasia and Africa.
Yep.
The combination between Europe and Asia, they call Eurasia and Africa.
Okay.
That's where everyone went this way.
They all fled. They said, shit, we gotta go. We gotta go. Shit, even Jason, you think when Jason fled and ran off?
Yeah.
He ran amongst the, I believe, he
Lacedaemonians, Spartans.
Moabites, or
yeah, you right. Yep, he ran to them.
He went to the Moabites.
Then
He
went
dipped out to them.
Yeah.
So and I'm pretty sure he wasn't just the only nigga around the ball. You had Jake that was probably already around it. That's why you have the samurai. So I have different warrior tribes, even over amongst them, ninjas and shit. Them motherfuckers could be. I don't know. But the samurais, we all know that samurais of Jake. There was some regal ass. There was some regal niggas, bro. Samurai. But that's because our people have been scattered around the four corners of the earth. So color really don't matter. It's the spirit that is within you.
But you're still a demon.
But you're still a
you damn Edomites.
The reason color matters with Esau is because the Lord put that mark on him to show who he is. Yeah. Going back all the way to Genesis, that mark is set on you because you are to be pointed out on the planet Earth. You're the weirdo.
Yeah.
You.
Shame.
Look at him, bro. Look at him. That Lord put that red mark.
Yeah, that was red.
Weirdo,
that was
red.
If Esau get up too quick, he turned red.
That mark was put. Can I get right there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. In Genesis, that mark was put on him to show who is the problem. Who's going to be the problem in the planet Earth? Yeah. It's going to be these people.
And it had to be something that could be seen no matter what. If it was just a little cut or a scar on his body, you can hide that. You can hide the angel put an X on your face. Nigga, you can wear a wrap. It had to be something that was utterly, shit. You can see it. Yeah. There ain't nothing he could put on to hide that. His skin color, his pigmentation.
There's videos on YouTube where they actually show like remote islands that have basically like they still living in the the
Oompa Loompa days.
Right. And they'll actually have a white person come and that's their first contact and they looking they like what the hell is this?
Yeah, with a weapon in hand, bro. I seen a couple that be with a big spear poking them.
They do that on the Sentinel Island.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's the one they killed that goop on a couple years back.
Like India used to own claim it, but India they couldn't make contact with it so much that India just let
it go.
We don't own that island.
Because I bet you still have cases of actual leprosy where actually a person actually does have skin pigmentation. They might just think that
they be outcast.
Yeah, exactly. So they might not know what the hell it is. This thing got to die.
Yeah.
Like that car got leprosy.
He a demon.
That's a leprosy. Motherfucker see somebody with spots and shit.
Yes. Spots and blotches.
Spots and blotches. What the fuck was this guy?
But what's crazy is this world has it twisted where we think that that's the actual beauty standard.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
We actually think,
that's horrible.
Our women look at, the Brad Pitts and the Leonardo DiCaprio's and stuff like that as if that's the actual beauty standard.
Shit, even us. We was growing up looking at white women.
White Castle, baby.
Barbie dolls,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is what it is now, shit. But in the kingdom, we're going to get our right mindset back. But they still getting busted down.
Yeah, 100%.
It's still exotic.
It's exotic.
Yeah.
It's exotic.
Yes, it is.
It's curious.
It's different.
It's different.
Don't spread none of that.
He's a clean leper. He's a clean leper.
Now come here.
Now come here, come here, baby. Let me get some of that. This is Genesis 4 and verse. I'll start at
Jeez.
7. And if thou doest well, I'll start at 6. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? And if thou doest well, thou shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lies at the door, showing you that they knew what sin was, showing you that he knew what the right thing was to do in that time. He knew to give a sacrifice of an animal, but he had to fucking grapes.
I'm gonna save my animal.
I'm gonna save my animal.
Who I gotta eat. But that's the spirit that was in Esau.
Yep, the same dude.
Sold it for a morsel. I got what I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
Same dude.
Nigga, more sheep. They got more sheep.
He's
Man,
like, he's the
fuck.
best of the flock, though. He's a good one. And if thou doest well, sin lies at the door. And that's a good one, too. Sin lies. They knew what sin was, man. They had the laws. They had he wasn't putting onto tablets to Moses, but they knew what the right and wrong thing was to do on the planet Earth all the way back then.
It's made in the image of Yahweh.
And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. So he killed him. Yeah. That's why I said he was a murderer from the beginning. That you are of your father the devil. He was a murderer from the beginning.
You kill your own brother. You a fight and stuff like that. Argue with you actually kill him.
That's what.
Yeah, that's wicked.
Yeah, you might bang it out with your brother.
Right.
It's never just like
Yeah, that's over the hill.
his back. Oh,
Yeah, you can imagine he probably ran up and shanked him, or hit him in the head with something. Yeah, bro. He got him, warmed him up. Hey man, let's go move them sheep or whatever.
Right.
Abel, he walking. He not expecting to get murdered. He walking in uprightness, and here come this nigga.
Hey.
That's why. What's the symbols for evil? Isn't it Ra? The head. Look at the eye. The end is opposite. With the eye first and then the head. So Cain was that evil. The eye, nigga scoping you from behind because he about to sneak you.
that's crazy.
That's the Hebrew word Ra and eye. It's literally, pictorially you have the Ra, which looks like a human head, and the brother brought this out. The circle, which looks like eye watching. Imagine a nigga, he's scoping you. That's evil.
And he said, verse 9, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Now you have to imagine it. This isn't the Lord, the actual Lord walking about, fucking, stomping through the planet. It was a prophet speaking with them. He came after dealing with them. He came again and said, hey, where Abel? Where the fuck Abel at, Cain? And he said, am I my brother's king? I don't know. What the fuck you asking me?
He murdered and then he
you
lied.
asking me for?
He murdered and then lied. The first murder, first liar.
And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother cries, blood cries unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, and thou hast opened her mouth to receive thy brother blood from thy hand. And when thou liest, and when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A vagabond, a fugitive and vagabond shall thou be in the earth. So it said you were cursed. When you go into that's the same curse when Moses put his hand in his bosom, and it came out white.
It's that same word in Hebrew. The word mark there is the same for sign in that Exodus.
When you put it in there, boom, it came out. Oh shit! And he put it back, and that's how you know that it's talking about leprosy. He was cursed from the ground. The earth cursed him from yielding fruit to even to his skin, to his pigmentation. He's been cursed He's literally a curse to the planet Earth. That's why they can't go out to enjoy it. You're not supposed to have a problem being out in the sun.
It's failing under his rulership.
They can't even look too long. They got had them dark ass sunglasses.
Yep.
Fuck
Their eyes,
up.
because they fuck their eyes. Because you're not supposed to have blue eyes.
No, that's leprosy.
There's a form of leprosy, and it's no, it's what's the word? It starts with a D. I know what you're thinking of. What's it when it's dominant? What's it when it's weaker?
Recessive.
Recessive. It's a recessive trait. Recessive gene. Blonde hair, blue eyes, all that
Pale
shit
skin.
is pale skin. That's the weaker of all of it now. But since he's in power, he just made that the strength. He done made that if you're not a white man, you ain't shit. Look, you even got our fucking dumb chicken head ass black one with blonde hair.
Yeah.
Bleach blonde hair.
That shit look goofy.
That's a curse, man. Having blonde hair and blue eyes is a curse. That's why even as the old saying goes, the blue-eyed devil. The blue-eyed devil, man. Blonde hair, blue-eyed devil.
And that, you know, for any of you Israelite foreigner brothers and sisters, that, you know, that ain't no knock to y'all, but that just is what it is. You know, we all gonna get our true form and color back in the kingdom. But the shit is a curse.
It is a curse.
It is a curse.
In the book of Numbers, Miriam was also cursed with leprosy.
Yeah.
You know, when she came with Eric and
That's
Miriam
it's
came
numbers
up
12.
against Moses,
That's numbers 12.
She was turned into a white woman
for a whole week and then put away.
That she was outside the camp,
Yeah.
hearing that hoopling and that hollering.
Oh, shit. No, she was jumping.
Hey yo!
Hop on her ass.
All that shit. Yeah.
Scared as hell.
Scared straight.
I'm gonna jump to
Now you got the NB skin bleaching to try to get that
Yeah.
Horrible.
Soaking in some type of formula.
Yeah, that shit
rub
was
off they
horrible.
melanin, bro.
Yeah, I remember that video. That shit was horrible, bro.
I'm gonna jump to 15. This is Genesis 4 and verse 15. And
Nightmare
the Lord
fuel.
said unto him,
Nigga,
therefore,
I cried.
wheresoever. Oh wait. I started. I'll jump to 14. Behold, 13. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is too great, that greater than I can bear, because you basically point them out. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from the face and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and vagabond in the earth. So he said, basically, I'm fucked, because everyone's going to point me out as some weirdo, and I'm a fugitive and a vagabond on earth. So I'm a fucking traveling around. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm through.
And side note, this lets you know there's more people on earth. Because who we gonna be a vagabond and a fugitive too?
Yeah,
if it's just
That's a
4
good
people,
point, right?
Adam, Eve, Dead, Abel, and Cain. What do you got to worry about?
gotta worry about?
My mom and pops ain't on shit. They you know.
Yeah, they ain't gonna kill you.
There was more people around. That's why he was shook.
Back in verse 14. That's a good point. In the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone. Who's everyone? Who is this everyone? That findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, and this is how the Lord is merciful.
Even to the wicked.
And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold, and the Lord shall set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him, should kill him. And I'm gonna get the word mark, but that the Lord gave him a little leniency, because everyone would have looked at him as a fucking crazy person. But that's why even when Jake, there was an incident. It's in the book 100 Years of Lynching. There was an incident that Jake killed his Edomite. He killed him, and he fled with So this what happened. His son got in a fight with the Edomite. They was bucking. Yeah. He overpowered the Edomite. He beat his ass and went back home. And they basically came to the man's house, and they basically like, bring your son out. He's like, nah, we not doing that.
We go on a wall.
And they was fucking shooting, fighting back. They
got to a shootout.
They got into a shootout. And he killed one of the Edomites. Yeah. But he was able to dip. He was able to flee. But after that, there was so many lynchings after
Yeah,
that.
they tortured the whole town of Jake.
They was lynching and killing niggas.
Yeah.
They were going crazy. But that goes back to this: sevenfold shall come upon him that slays Cain. Man. So an Israelite slew an Edomite, which is Cain, going all the way back then.
Yeah.
And sevenfold happened unto our people, man. Because that's a blessing Esau received or Cain received. But this is a word for Mark. Get it real quick.
To give you also an idea of that, basically being how, basically how people basically, just didn't want to stay around them. One of the things, matter of fact, I'll wait to that. I'll wait for that. About how Esau went to go get him some
try to get the meat back dark.
The Canaanite woman.
Yeah.
I'll wait for that.
This is Genesis. This is the Hebrew word 226. Let's see. Help me out, bro. A while. Says a sign, signal, the distinguishing mark, brand, remembrance.
Distinguishing. So that means it was very visible. It was very visible. You couldn't miss it, basically.
Yeah.
In order for him to be popular, he probably had to get his Deuteronomy 22, 28 on. That's probably how he got a wife.
Yeah.
Because I can't see anybody saying, "Yeah, I'll give you my wife." That's me just speculating. That's because you look at that. That's not right.
Yeah.
Nah, this is going to Esau. I'm talking about Esau. But this is
spiritual speculation.
Yeah, spiritual speculation. Good, you never know. But this is and it's the same word for Exodus 4 in verse.
That's how they show they depict the cavemen in these cartoons. They show the big giant billy club just going upside and just dragging them in there. But
that's the same word in Exodus 4 in verse 9 that says, "And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these two signs, neither hearken unto thy voice." So, talking about the sign that the Lord showed Moses when he put it.
As Esau, because Esau was to fulfill prophecy in these latter days.
I was sitting there thinking that the whole time. But yeah, you said it.
If the Lord was like, you know what, I'm tired. He could have just done away with Esau, man. When the time of when David was in power or Solomon, but no, the Lord preserved them. And then when Solomon went off, he allowed Esau to rebuild.
There was always one little slimy Edomite that got away.
Bro.
Some way, somehow.
Like, oh boy.
They tell you,
Agag.
yeah, the one Edom, the one got away. Yeah, it's always a little.
They always come back up in history.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when you read the scriptures, there's a point where you don't hear about Esau,
and they just pop up.
And it just pop back up. Haman just popped up. The Agagites just pop up. Fucking Alexander just pops up.
So that means they survived.
Yeah, they survived. The Edomites are not done away with. They are living and breathing to this day. They're not some mythical creature that you're gonna find. They're not unicorns, all right? They walk. They walk among us. They walk among us.
And you know what? I was actually you mentioned Alexander. I was looking into Philip, his father, this week. Philip the Macedonian. When he came into power, because he was coming up, he was a Macedonian, aka Greek. Basically, he took the Macedonian army to the next level, which is why his son Alexander was such a great commander. When Philip came into power, he helped develop the phalanx, the form when they're shoulder to shoulder with the shields and the spear. His father came up with that shit. He increased their wages and their pay, so now more niggas wanted to be warriors. And then he got all that teaching and gave it to Alexander. That's why Alexander was such a great warrior. His dad stepped it up and gave it to him.
And I got a question. Who was Alexander's father fighting against? Who was he going to war with? Because they weren't at peace.
Yeah.
He wouldn't need to know these military techniques if they were just chilling. So who were they going to war with?
Think of what kingdom Alexander and them was, and think of what kingdom came before him. Okay,
What's the order? Oh yeah, what's the order?
What's the order?
The Persian Medes.
Yep, Persian Medes.
And
That's
it
who
was
he's fighting.
because when Alexander defeated them,
Yep.
but they were always
Been
fighting.
fighting.
They were been fighting with each other, man. They were been fighting with each
how it
other.
is when certain kingdoms is falling and another
Another
kingdom
one
is
coming
coming
up.
into power. There's always multiple battles and fights. Never just one fight. Oh,
Persian
this kingdom
Medes.
is strong.
He already
It takes
has
a while.
Persian Medes.
You know?
That's why Alexander, when this is in the Josephus, but that's why when he found out that he was going to win against the Persian Medes, he just left Israel alone. He's like, shit, I've been trying to. My dad been fighting them. Now I'm fighting. Look, we've been trying to take, and they eventually won.
He said, "Cool,
12 years.
Yeah.
cool."
Who's the Achaemenids? Is that the Persian Medes?
That is
Just
another.
name.
For the
Yeah,
Persian?
yeah, that's another way of
I
saying
think
it.
it's
Yeah.
like the
Achaemenid
modern
Empire.
Edomite term. This is how they
Uh-huh.
Okay. I just making sure.
Still have something in front.
So Esau is currently in power.
Damn, wind change
Right?
direction.
And there's a, like I said earlier, there's a reason why the Heavenly Father preserved him. Proverbs 16:4 says, actually I got it. This is real fast. Proverbs chapter 16:4. The Lord Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the Heavenly Father created the Edomites for the day of evil, man. And that day of evil is vastly approaching. See? Because like the brother said earlier, Christians don't tell you about what's coming up.
Nah,
The evil that's about to happen. Jacob's trouble. You see? These Edomites are about to come down with great wrath.
I never heard a church bring up anything about
Hell no.
Bro, it was a whole pandemic and they didn't even bring up
Nothing.
anything.
Silent.
Nothing about pestilence. Nothing. I know. Open up in Revelations. Nothing. Everything is just sealed. You know, just wait on the Lord.
They should. They was in that bitch scared.
As long as you bring the tithe.
Right, hey, they was telling our grandma said she was scared of the church. She stopped going for a little bit because the nigga was telling them to get that thing, bro. My grandma said that. She said, I don't like pastor right now. He talking about people should get that. She like, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, you know,
Yeah,
old,
right
you know,
now.
old Jake woman, you know.
Right
But hey, I was like, she right. She right because that in them churches, bro, they're gonna be destroyed.
Yes.
They're gonna be because
Yes.
they lead the flock
To
of
the
Lord,
slaughter.
The pastor to the slaughter.
To the slaughter.
Because that's why a lot of Jake don't believe in the church in the Bible
Because
of
of
the
the
churches.
Yeah.
Because of the church, they preach this love and. I'm not loving nobody who enslaved and raped my people. And
I can't do it. I
go
can't do
about
it.
the
I
street
can't do it.
and go to the Nike store like
I
it's
can't
normal.
do it. And if I'm wrong, I die wrong.
I die
But
wrong.
I can't do it.
I'm not
I can't do
doing it.
I can't do it.
And the church will tell you to forgive them.
I can't do
the
it.
The church will tell you, and that's what, and you know, it's amongst a lot of the younger Jake too, where they're like, we not doing that, man.
No.
That's why a lot of these young niggas are just evil, monstrous bastards, man, because they have no type of discipline
Yeah.
or order. They're just out of control. Even when we were growing up in the church, you fucking accepted a little bit. You have some type of respect your elders.
You just go to sleep.
Yeah, you go to
You
sleep.
just go to sleep. You just go to
deal,
sleep. Yeah.
But you will learn to respect your elders. To have when people are talking, say yes sir, yes ma'am.
Man, these new niggas ain't seen the
They
inside
ain't
of the
seen-
church.
They ain't seen no inside of the
These
church.
niggas don't
bro.
got church shoes. These niggas demons, bro.
These niggas know violence, bro.
These niggas got Nikes and 9mm,
Yep.
bro.
They don't know nothing about and we know the church is wicked, of course, but you learn certain things from the church and what your parents taught you to, these niggas don't know to respect the elders.
Nothing,
I
bro.
still don't even,
Like these niggas don't
I
pray
don't
over
even
their
cuss at my
food.
mom, and my mom wasn't like that, bro. These niggas don't know not to cuss. They be talking their parents all types of reckless and saying motherfucking bitch, disrespecting their grandparents.
Man.
Grandma, I told your ass I'd be home in a motherfucking second. I've watched it, bro. I've watched it with my own eyes. These little niggas are evil little bastards, man.
These niggas don't
That's
pray.
why these elders don't be telling young little niggas
Nothing.
to pull their pants up
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Cause they gonna show them.
Exactly.
So that young nigga nothing.
That little nigga might hit me.
There used to be a time where actually drug dealers would be in the neighborhood Like drug dealers would be in the neighborhood, and they knew not to sell to pregnant women. They knew if
That's long gone.
if the so-called Nation of Islam or whatever was around, or elders around, or whatever, that they would at least,
Fall back.
they feel some type of shame, and then they go back to selling drugs. These nowadays, sell it to you on Instagram Live, like, hey, come over to the block right now. They have no, they have. That's basic. You're supposed to have, respect. So guess what? You're gonna be an elder one day yourself. That's how.
And the scriptures tell you that.
Yeah.
Sirach, it tells you that. Don't Sirach, the 3rd chapter, to entreat your father well, because your ass gonna be old too one day.
Right.
It doesn't say that exactly, but
The commandment.
Con. Yeah. Honor thy mother and thy father.
They're not taught that. Even the church, the church is off, but the church.
It gave us
you-
the basics.
It gives you the basics. Respect your fucking parents, man. Not fucking parents, but respect your father and mother, man.
These niggas don't got none of
know
that.
that, man. But you got to think their parents are fucking kids too.
Yep.
Their parents are kids, and they're not. We got our ass whooped. We got our ass whooped growing up. I got hit with I had a black eye. I had to tell people I ran into a pole at school, man.
Yeah, man. I fell out the bed.
Yeah,
man.
I fell out of the bed. My mama hit me with that broomstick. She felt bad after, but she whacked me with that shit. I tried running away. Like, took my toys and shit.
I got you.
I got Caliazo, but go ahead.
Proverbs 30 and verse 11. It says, "There's a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother." There's a generation.
You know how many Jakes right now, or just people in
That's a
general
good one.
right now,
That's a good one.
they leaving their elderly to a nursing home, and they're like, "Hey, she lived her life. I'm not supposed to take care of her." And not even a good one, just one of those inner city nursing homes where it's just, they got 25-year-olds in there. Just crazy. They just mix crazy people and elderly people together. All genders and stuff like that. Don't get. Slug, go ahead.
Yeah, you
Can you
need
quote it again? Where you at?
30 and 11. Yeah, that's a good
Proverbs
one.
30 and 11. There's a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother. There's a generation that are pure in their own eyes.
That's this generation, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull that out more.
That's
We're gonna have to pull
this
that out.
generation.
Yeah.
You curse your father and you don't bless your mother.
They think they're pure in
And
their
you
own
think
eyes.
You think you the top shit. And you ain't nothing.
Social media has a lot to do, with everybody trying to, liking a meme or Instagram post that justifies their wickedness and articulates in a certain way that they're like, oh yeah, I like how he articulated this wickedness, and I like how this justified this. Got more people.
I wanted to ask you a question. Social media.
That's
the social media thing.
That's niggas' new Bible. Internet is niggas' Bible now.
It's like building an altar to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect, Doc. Perfect.
Self-idolization.
No criticism, no introspection. You're just being, yeah.
Elders was always, you post. One of the things about having elders is that they have wisdom. They've been where you've been at. They've went through what you went, and they can give you advice. Like right now, because people don't respect their elders, you can't get that, wisdom. You can a lot of times avoid situations. Because we live in like big cities like this, as opposed to, like small villages and smaller cities and stuff like that, where everybody knew each other, you would have elders. If you couldn't handle dispute, you would go to an elder or you would go to a judge, and that would help you. Guess what? If you have an issue with your neighbor, you actually have to go to Esau's judge. And you got to schedule a court date, and you might have to come back in 30 days. Right. And then reschedule again.
You tired by then,
right?
Bro.
You just don't care.
Right.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to handle dispute, with somebody who sees and be like, okay, all right, your tree fell in his yard, and it landed on your garage, and it wasn't your fault. So everybody's supposed to be able to settle that situation, but two people can't, come together and come to agree with terms, because you're gonna have situations where, two people just don't know what the hell to do. And you're supposed to have somebody, a wise man or an elder, that comes with what? Living on this earth, and stuff and experience stuff and being with age.
That's why people, when they see us in the world, they be like, "You kind of smarter than a lot of these young people." You're like, "You little," because we have elders and brothers to teach us to have us make better decisions. I remember Elder Malcolm said this when we were out there. He said, "Man, I wish I could have came in the truth at y'all age, man, because you could have saved so many errors, man. Because we have the elders and brothers that's over us that have been around that you can talk to and deal with a life.
Examples.
It saves you. It saves. You have role models. Our people, and then I gotta see. Our people are the only people right now. Well, really everyone in the Western world, their role models and their idols are celebrities.
Yeah,
Their role models are Nicki Minaj. Their role models are Cardi B. They don't have wise role models, man. That's why these young niggas are so fucked up. Our people they looking up to niggas. Future's actually niggas. You got motherfuckers whose role model is Future, man.
That's why they look like them.
Yeah. They dress like them. They talk like them. Then you got niggas role model who's Kodak Black, man.
Niggas start to morph.
What's the main nigga right now? NBA young boy. Niggas role models is NBA young boy.
Nigga, wake
Tell
up.
by the trends that they say.
Yeah.
If they wear something, they gonna wear it. If Cameron wear pink, everybody gonna wear pink. Somebody come with these funny McDonald's shoes, they gonna wear them too. Somebody, bro, they following it.
Shit is crazy. They got that little short Russian nigga with the fucking McDonald's shoes, with the hat and shit, looking crazy, look like Mario Kart.
Oh, the mushroom nigga.
Yeah. You got more of that?
Then when soon as they go out of style, guess what? Everybody follows.
Yep.
It does. I remember when I was in high school, those NBA jersey dresses was
Yeah.
women. Then eventually that went out and everybody just stopped.
Yeah, that's
because
funny.
like every person on this earth, when you a child, everybody has a role model. Who it is, whether it's your mom, your dad, or whether you don't like them, your next role model that you would see would be somebody on TV.
Yep.
Somebody who you feel you can relate to. I like such and such. I want to be like this person. You're gonna pick a role model. You're gonna aspire to be like this person. But now the role models today, entertainers, celebrities, they'll start off one way, like Miley Cyrus, and
Lil Nas.
Exactly. Lead all these children a certain way, and then all of a sudden just flip and then twerking on Satan.
Hold on. They flip after they do it, they come back and she was what Miley Cyrus was like.
Yeah, she back. She back now.
She's back in, like you said, with Satan. In another way, she ain't doing that shit she used to do.
Yeah.
Get a record ball.
Twerking and
She
shit.
got the youth to do it.
Yeah.
She did her job.
And it fell back.
Right, and then fell back. And she disappeared.
Man.
Got extra heavy money. What are her problems that
Billy Ray Cyrus. They can break your heart.
Yeah.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
She might be a sword fighter too.
Hey, it's propaganda is very, very influential.
Yeah, it is.
And it's in some countries it's illegal propaganda.
Yep.
Russia, you're not about to see a whole bunch of Disney characters, smushing with the same
gender.
Right.
What'd you call it? Illegal propaganda?
Yeah. That's Uganda just recently, that president, he was like, hey, he was sugarcoated.
Nope.
He
He started laughing.
Yeah.
You said what? Execute.
Why are you scared?
Sorry, go ahead.
Did you finish that proverb? Yeah.
Proverbs 30 and verse 13. There is a generation, oh how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth and the needy from among men.
And another thing too is also with social media is that it allows people to say whatever they want out of because they on the other side of the screen. So people just talk
blasphemy.
Exactly. Stuff that they wouldn't have otherwise said especially in Israel, the stuff that we deal with now, there was no internet. If you was in One West, try saying some of that stuff in One West and see how that happened. But because we got the internet, you know, you can get your ponytail and act like you're the toughest person in the world.
You're in California.
Exactly.
With your snapback on.
Yeah. Why you prophesying?
That's why, man, social media, you gotta go. Matter of fact, they trying to ban TikTok, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to.
Well, TikTok in other countries, TikTok
in China,
isn't even called TikTok in other countries like that. Where it's originated from, it's not called TikTok. It's called something else.
The original name was Music Cali. It was Music Cali, the original name. They rebranded it.
It was rebranded, but either way, the algorithm how it's set in America, because that like you all said, that's illegal propaganda for the Chinese to have control over TikTok. Because they show in the U.S. bullshit. But over in their country, they show them architecture,
good shit,
math, science.
The U.S. is hypocritical too, because they complain that TikTok is spying on Americans, but they gave us Facebook.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you know they just running their mouth. Yeah, they hypocritical.
There used to be a time where, you know, because right now you have unlimited access to all types of folly, you know, because you can actually walk with your cell phone, you know, and be distracted, you know, looking down. I guarantee if you look up, there's going to be somebody walking down looking at their cell phone. You know, before you couldn't, you know, do that. But now you can get all types of folly and, you know, look up at the latest gossip and stuff like that. And, you know, people just get, you know, lifted up.
Gabar, you on something?
Okay.
This from CNN, it says, Uganda Parliament passes bill criminalizing identifying as the elemental people.
That's good.
Poses death penalty for some offenses. And it says Uganda lawmakers on Tuesday approved some of the world's harshest anti-mob laws, making some crimes punishable by death and imposing up to 20 years in prison for people identifying as mobs. So that's basically.
And that goes back to Revelations chapter 17 about those wines. You know that all the world is basically drunken. You know, following all this you know, madness. They try to make it seem like, you know, they just like me and you. They just choose, you know, a different. No, they're not like me and you. They are not. Ask them, do they support, you know, all this stuff that you see on TV, where they have the cartoon characters. You know, if they was like me and you, they'd be like, no, we don't want that pushed on our kids. They don't feel like nothing's wrong with it. If you like me, if that's the only difference, you would agree with me like that. But no, they don't feel like nothing's wrong. They feel like that children need to be educated, because children, they're looking at me like, Mom, what is that? You know?
They don't even know what that is. Right. A child don't even know what they got they damn self, man. You didn't know what the fuck shit was when you was a kid. Until however the hell you found out. That's wickedness. And I can, without even looking it up, I can imagine that some of those laws that are punishable by death is probably dealing with, I'll say the P word and molestation, bro. If you get, you know, because he didn't say he'll immediately kill you if you were one. He said you'll get, yeah, ticket and whatnot. But I'm willing to bet you it's for actual violations of people, bro.
Yeah, Esau, he pushing people very hard right now.
Fucking Ford, you got milk and crackers, and this nigga got a junk on the screen, bro. Trying to breaking that down to you, bro.
I seen a video that some LGBT people actually talked about that. They said they shouldn't even be pushing that shit on kids. You know, others would probably say otherwise, but that's being heavily pushed on children.
That's why them Arabs a couple months back here in Michigan was about to be a brawl in the fucking little townhouse, bro. They was telling them and then you had that that Bati boy white man in there. It was a room full of Arabs trying to, they're going against the school board. They're saying, look, we don't want y'all teaching our kids that shit while they're still in school. If they get into that as they're adults, you know, they're covering their ass, then that it is what it is. But that shouldn't be in the school curriculum. And you had Edomites in there trying to force it in there on them Arabs.
But that's what happens when you allow This is the trade-off.
Yeah.
This is the trade-off. You want the goodies?
Yeah.
Your daughter's gonna be hoes.
A hoe.
Your son gonna be a faggot.
A mo. Hoe and mo. A hoe and mo.
Bundle of sticks.
A bundle of
A bundle of sticks.
A hoe and a mo.
police around.
You know what we gotta say? A forgot.
I forgot. Yo, but that's a trade-off. That's why in Jeremiah says the nations have drunken of the wine of Babylon and they have become mad.
51.
Man. Because that's the fuck. You have to
51-7.
trade your integrity and dignity as a people to accept the goodies of America. That's what y'all asked for. This is the result. Your son, your family household gonna be messed up. Your daughter gonna live with you till she's 30. She ain't gonna have a husband. She gonna be ran through by Jose, and have
a couple.
You know how evil that is in an Ishmaelite home to have a fucking child by a heathen in their eyes. In their house still. And the father don't want to take care of it. Oh, it's over.
But a lot of them still be hoes.
Yeah, they be hoes. They be secret hoes.
See, they extra hoes. But
Yeah, we know.
But that's the trade-off.
Yeah, we know.
Brother said,
He knows. But that's a trade-off. You want to join America, that's what's going to happen.
I got two, if I can. Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
You know, a drunk motherfucker is a drunk motherfucker. He's sad.
Easily impressionable.
And easy.
Yeah.
You can have a drunk motherfucker.
Easily misled.
You have that point earlier. You get money with somebody, it clouds your moral judgment. Like these nations, they in bed with America to get money.
Yep.
So like you said, the immorality seep into their culture.
It has to. That's the only way. You just can't.
Or you're not gonna make no more.
You're not gonna make no more.
That's like they when they go and get money with these fake Jews.
Yep.
Their morals get compromised.
Corrupted.
Matter of fact, some of these colleges, because they're funded by, a lot of them are funded by the government. They get grants and stuff like that. In order to get that, they have to introduce basically that culture into it. That's why you see a lot of it. A lot of that in this school. They support all that stuff. You want to be in compliance with us. You want some of these funds. You want some of this. Well, you gotta make this socially acceptable in your campus. You gotta let a man say I identify as a woman, compete in a woman's sport and beat the living CHI out of a woman. You gotta let that happen.
That's the trade-off. And you Ishmaelites, you Iskarites, you niggas, you all the nations under the sun. What do they tell their kids? Go to college.
Sure do.
College is a high school, elementary school. You kind of need elementary school. You math, science.
Just so you're not a dummy
You're
out
not
there.
a dumbass. Basic.
Or at least get homeschooled.
Yeah, get
At least get homeschooled.
But I'm talking about in this fucking society.
Yeah.
But middle school, high school, waste of
Cesspit.
waste of time,
A cesspit.
fucking life.
Yeah.
And then college is just a freak off.
Yeah.
It's just a fuck off. Yeah, you can get a degree, but she getting ran off, she getting broke in, and she's getting indoctrinated.
A degree.
Yep, a
Degree.
Capital.
Because to really succeed, it's not just the college degree that makes you succeed, but when you get in these frats and sororities, that is the difference maker. And once you get inside of that, that makes all the world. And the stuff that they got to do to join these frats and sororities, it's more than just stepping in. Hey, they got to do way more.
It's not what you know.
It's who you know.
They do that, and they show that in that movie 21. Not 21 Jump Street. The little Chinese nigga turned 21 for his birthday. And you remember that? And they had the sorority party, and then it was a bunch of females. This bitch was wearing a Baphomet helmet, Baphomet head. Them niggas was tied up, butt naked. And then it's like this is what's about to happen. That's all I'm gonna say.
I've seen a movie called Heredity this week. Y'all seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh
just
yeah.
saw
That
I've
shit.
never seen it.
That
You
shit. That shit.
I'll never want to see it again.
Niggas, it's demonic out here. It's demonic out here.
Realize how
Yeah,
demonic it is, and that's guess who way that is. That's Esau's way.
Yeah.
That's his way. All right.
You just seen that? Yeah, that shit was so unwanted. That ending.
That ending was the worst.
Yeah.
Whoa. So look. So that, and you had to think about who it was. Who was actually the. So what they do. That's what they actually
what they
do.
do.
You know. They. I think somebody pulled up a carpet one time and found whatever one of those stars or that Baphomet stars. Yeah. Pentagram. Just sitting up there, man. They know that them people in their right mind. Them Edomites that's doing that shit. They know who they pray to. They gotta pray to.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers that's out here just still lingering, but they still wicked as hell. So it don't really matter. Some heavier than others. That's all they really do. Because the arrogancy of the damn devil, man, you see all what they do. What they do behind closed doors, the regular guy could be eating kids. A lot of kids missing. They know. They tell you a lot of kids are missing, and they know that what's going on with these kids. They know about these rings, man. They know about all these things because they in them. The same people that's the same guy. Somebody steals something from me, help you look for it. That's Esau. He the same dude. He'll watch you look for some shit. And he the one that, and the kid, he know where the kid is at, man. It was what's the story that just happened? The brother, they found his head. His head was sawed off.
Damn.
Shit happened in Mississippi. They found it a month later. His body a month later. His mom down there looking for him. They picked it. It was like the animals ate the bones and shit. But he kept telling his mom, these Edomites is after him.
Yeah, he went to the police station.
He went to the police station.
Oh wow, I didn't hear about that.
He kept this happened like within the last I don't know, a few weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
And they tore his ass up.
And they put his body down there. He was, I guess, they sawed his head on exactly who he was.
Wow.
And his head was missing. They found it somewhere else. And but then they found some more bones. So they be doing rituals, man. And I think he was a sodomite though.
Oh.
I think he was.
Okay.
No, you talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm talking about the Jake in Mississippi. Yeah, I think it was sodomite.
But
You get what you get. You get what you
when
get.
I was down south, because
You get what you get.
down there. My aunt told me, she said we was basically leaving at night. She said this ain't the north.
Don't you stop,
Don't
boss.
stop nowhere. You drive, you get gas right there.
There you go.
Keep going. She said this ain't the north.
This ain't
She said
the
it just
north,
like the
boss.
outdoor. She said this ain't the north. You don't stop nowhere with that gas station. You keep on going till you make it to your destination. I was like, all right, I'll see.
Okay, girl, I'm all down.
Yeah, she was dead. No joking.
Yeah.
She was dead serious, bro.
Maybe you gotta go in the
Big-
woods to be comfortable.
In the south, yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, really, the cities is the only safe place for a nigga. As much as we hate the inner cities, this is actually where we the halfway safest.
Because out there, you'll die.
Yeah, they'll pick you off. They'll
Even
pick
in
you off.
Michigan, like South Lion areas,
Yeah, head up there.
Yeah, Michigan,
Yeah.
nigga will go missing, bro.
Pick you off and slide you in a bush and let the mountain lions
Ain't
get you.
ain't no cameras up there.
No.
Ain't no street
It
lights.
take police 45 minutes to
When
get
you
to
see
you.
when you see a sign that say horse and carriage, you in the wrong area.
Yeah.
In the wrong area.
That's crazy that you say that because like I said, I like to go snowboarding. So you know how?
Oh yeah,
What's that, Holly?
Yeah, Holly.
Yeah.
Well, he said I had an uncle. He was like, what the? He's like, you know that's where the KKK chapters and stuff are. I'm like, what's going on there?
I just going too high.
Yeah, he was talking. I was like, what you doing out there? I said, how? You went high?
I was high. I had to go somewhere. I had to go to Lansing. Had to come back. They got one of them shops down there. Some what they call those shops?
Outlets
out there. Stop through there. Before I went up there, it was this place, and I said I had to ask like, where we at? I asked the person. I said he asked. They knew immediately went from there. So you know, that's the home of the KKK. That's the home of the
Hey, that Ahmad, Rob, what is it, Ruby or
Aruba?
I don't know. It's the dude that was. Aubrey.
Ahmaud
that's
Aubrey?
it.
Yeah.
Like, just looking at that, I'm like, you should know better than that.
The one they
You know?
shotgun?
Yeah.
Oh, it caught. It was on camera too.
Yeah. Them bitches
They
had
went
to
to
hurt.
jail.
Yeah, them bitches.
You know,
had to
you
hurt.
see some hillbilly, redneck with some overalls. 2019, right? You should kind of know. I remember one time I was because I used to do home health care. I used to have to drive certain places, and I had to drive like real far up north, and I got a little lost.
Oh, that's not good.
I ain't had that much gas. And I did that, this is before, you had like GPS, you had a flip phone,
Oh, shit.
And I was like, I knew what time it is. I was like, please let me get to a gas station. I've never drove on E that long before in my life. With the good graces I was able to get back, to like, okay, all right, this is what, 23 mile? I can make it from there or something like that.
It's not a spot you want to catch a flat tire.
Right.
I got this precept for y'all. This is Ezekiel 35 and verse. I'll start at verse 4. I will lay thy city. I'll start at 3. And actually, I just start at 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O my Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
And part of these other nations, they gonna be, get down on the get down. I don't know what, that whore that sit on many waters. Babylon said that got that Chinese person over there in North Korea upset. But y'all done said something that pissed them off to where
little guy.
Little guy. Well, I think like 1.4 million people or whatever. Like sign up or something or whatever. I forgot.
I see 800,000 at first. It moved up.
They just shoot missiles all across North Korea. over South Korea, and he got to go. So you think about it. The missiles hitting all the way with the water where Japan is at, because it's right there off that coast. I don't know what they call it. They call it chick chum chum.
Yeah, something.
What you say? That whole coast is shit. Kim Jong-un out there blowing the missiles out there, man. He just shoot.
Playing tennis. Yeah, bomb tennis.
He just tearing this shit up, man. That's why we know the Lord having to practice their missile perfection, man. It's getting ready. It's heavy.
Hey, it's not cheap to shoot a practice missile. That's not even a practice one. That's not cheap at all.
We got something to spare.
A rocket launcher. That's not cheap just to shoot off one. I forgot how much it was, but that's not cheap at all, even by military standards.
Shit, a rifle alone, real military grade rifles like a G. Just the ones M460, them just G's. That ain't no $200 rifle your ass get from Dunham's. That's military grade.
Like that school shooting that happened. They're like, how the fuck this nigga get this? These guns are 15,000.
These are big. Yeah. People was saying that. Like, He had money guns.
He said these guns are a lot of money. Back at it. Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. Behold, thou hast had a perpetual hatred, going all the way back to
Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel,
Jacob and Esau.
Even Esau, because he said, the time my father's warning is at hand, now will I slay my brother Jacob. And since then, he's been slaying Jacob, man. He's always wanted to get his hand up over Jacob.
Enmity.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity was at an end. Meaning we were supposed to, at the end of slavery, we were supposed to be, straight. But now you have enslaved us through birth certificates, contracts, social security numbers. Those are no one on the human earth should have a social security number.
A birth certificate.
You're not a fucking number. If you don't have your social security number to a job interview, you're not getting that job.
Or your ID.
Or your ID, because you don't have your number. What code number are you, nigga? Who are you? You 1, 2, 3, 6, or whatever the fuck your number is.
Because
Man.
if you look on the back of your Social Security card, there's these red numbers. Those red numbers, that's the security QSIP number. That's a QSIP number. A QSIP number is attached to bonds. Those bonds go back all the way to the back of the Bank of England. Why? Because America, it was an 1874, if I'm not mistaken, but they went debt. They were in debt, and they couldn't pay back their debt. So what they did was they found a loophole in the Constitution, and they basically changed the America to the United States Corporation of America. So it became a corporation. So then now it's a corporation. Now they're not, responsible for debt.
The
so
people
now,
became the stock.
Exactly. So they had to pledge the people for stock. And that goes back to those 3 unclean spirits like frogs, which one of them being England, who controls the financial aspect of this whole world.
Did you watch that video this week? I seen you broke that down perfect. I seen the video on that this week on Instagram.
I ain't seen
Okay,
it.
yeah, bro. That's what went down.
Oh, okay.
It was on Instagram. I find it. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, you broke that down cold.
Back in
That's what happened.
Ezekiel in 35 verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passes out of him that passes out, and him that returneth. So the Lord is going to destroy Mount Seir, man, and hasn't happened yet. The Lord is going to come for the Edomites for the evil that you've done to the planet Earth. Not only have you enslaved the Lord's chosen people, but it's like it says in Joel, his precious jewels and his silver, you have taken them and stolen them, but you also have polluted God's green earth, man, through fracking, through setting up fucking plants like the one on 75. You destroyed the Lord's good green earth by destroying the people, by enslaving the people, by making these ridiculous that building is about to be a massive fucking building, and that building is a sin before the eyes of that big Father. Ain't no building supposed to be that goddamn big, man.
No, that's what we like. That's being right now. It's going to be humongous, bro. Yeah.
Huge.
It's going to be the tallest
Just the
building in
foundation. That's what that those alone equal up enough for the Heavenly Father to destroy you if you even done more than that.
It's almost like they intentionally trying to make the Heavenly Father send His Son now.
Yeah, they are.
Like we ready. Like let's do some more sin. Come on, that's the see, like they doing.
You said it last week. The world has been trying to live their life against the Heavenly Father, something like that. These people have been trying to fight against the order of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, and look where it's gotten the planet, man. We don't even know what the fuck we're eating, man. We could look at the label, we could say beef. We don't know straight up. We don't know what we're eating. Yeah. We're eating madness.
A lady, I was watching one of the videos, she said, we got the same bodies, but our insides ain't the same no more. She said, you are hormonally different from your fathers and grandfathers.
I think you sent it to me, or I think you sent it or seen it, that we're a lot weaker than our grandparents and
I remember, you did say that.
Somebody sent it or something.
You said that.
I sent it off the gram.
I think it's one of them Andrew Tate videos or one of them.
Okay.
But we're a lot weaker than our even just 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We men have less testosterone and more ferocity than. It was a video that Elder Ariala did.
Yeah.
That video.
See, even in the 1980s, the men were a lot more stronger.
Yeah.
Because when you watch.
He said, look at your grandparents. He said, you couldn't mess with. He said,
they put you on your neck.
They put you on your bro. My girl, not boy. That grandpa, dude's head was like these. 5'8", hand like 2 of mine, bro. Even when he died, his hand was still big.
Gravity.
Bro, still squeeze my hand. I shake his hand, squeeze the fuck out of my hand.
Also, you know,
Second is
also
five.
when we eating as babies too. You know, a lot of Jake ain't even getting breastfed. That's how you actually you supposed to. In slavery, they used to take the black woman and they used to she used to breastfeed for even the Edomite babies because they knew how important it was. Right now, most of us got Similac. We raised on Similac and Gurper. Don't even know what's in that.
This shit crazy.
And those are the most important stages of your development when you that young, because there's stuff that's poisonous to you at a young, very, very young age. But once you get older, it's fine. You know, your body is sensitive. It's developing. You know, you got kids. Smoking a blunt in a mama's womb already. You know, growing up. Smoke. I've seen
Literally
pregnant
dependencies.
women. Yeah.
Certain babies will be born going through withdrawals because their mothers was on too much taking alcohol, marijuana and shit. So the baby come out tweaking and shit, bro.
Eyes all inward and slanted. You know, it's a lot of man.
That's a good one. That's a
When you had what was the when crack came out? Was it the 80s? Or
80s.
Okay, you had a lot of crack babies. You know, you were in the womb. You so sensitive in your development, and your mama got a bent metal spoon, lighting it up. You know, freebasing with you in there.
And that was a diss with Jake too.
Yep.
You a crack baby.
Yeah. And that's why autism, like kids, kids that's having, that's born there, their autism is at an all-time high now.
And that's why you have, even with that too, but the kids, when you're from a young age, they give you vaccine. That's why. That's why. We all hit with that from a birth. You get shot up. And I remember I was on a job site, and the Edomite dude was talking. He's like, man, he said, everybody got peanut allergies. He said, I think it's the thing. Because he said, when I was growing up, nobody was allergic to peanut. Shouldn't be allergic to peanut. You shouldn't be allergic to the herbs. You shouldn't be, peanuts are very healthy. You shouldn't be allergic to peanuts. You shouldn't be allergic to, you got people that's allergic to grass.
Yeah.
You got
My cousin, my blood cousin. Yeah.
Oh, what's the one thing that everyone gets every year? What's it? Allergies. You shouldn't have fucking allergies, man.
Not one nostril gone.
But it's all this bullshit that Esau is pushing in the planet that's fucking our bodies up.
These birth control pills that women.
It's destroying.
That's destroying. And also, what's funny is the Most High still has it to where a woman still can conceive while taking birth control, and that's not good to the baby. If a woman is pregnant, and she don't even know it. Yep. Because what it is it's basically synthetic estrogen. So if you got a little boy, you swallow all these pills, you put synthetic estrogen into him, and you don't even know it. And even if she didn't even take it, but it's still in your system, and let's say you stopped and you decided you got all this synthetic estrogen inside you, and you got a little boy, and what do you see nowadays? Because a birth control pill is not that old. I want to say it goes back to like the 60s, 70s,
that's it.
Like
Yep,
that.
60s.
And what do you see after this? You see literally, it really skyrocketed in like the early 2000s. That's why, teen pregnancy started going down. They started giving it to these young girls. And you see how, a woman will blow up just off a birth control pill. Just get fat as hell.
Because those are hormones out of whack.
Not getting what's the names and everything cycles.
Yeah.
This is the book of Matthew 24 and 22, and it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Well, shit, we know what's gonna happen. If it was for the Most High, man, this thing, we would have been, somebody get that out of Isaiah. Would have been like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all. Oh, yeah.
39. He got it. He gonna get 39. Yeah. Isaiah 39, bro.
Yeah, so this is the book of Luke, chapter 3.
Isaiah 39.
39.
I had a precinct.
Okay, kind of. Let's go back a little.
Okay. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, the show of their countenance doeth witness against them. And they that
1 and 9. 1 and 9.
Yeah, it's 1 and
1 and
9.
9.
1 and 9?
Yep.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9. It said the Lord of hosts, and left unto us a very small remnant. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
And that's who's the remnant that the Heavenly Father left, man. It's the elect. Ultimately, all Israel are going to be saved through what? They coming back, you know. But America's going to be the elect that's going to come out of America, man. The 2/3 that's going to be pretty seeds in place who don't want to listen to the Heavenly Father's instruction, right? They take the counsel of the Heavenly Father and turn it to nuts, to vanity, right? Who is that? Our people, all right? You can come out, we'll come out here, we stand out here, we talk to each other, brothers, you know, in the spiritual, in the circle right here. The Spirit is around us, man. The Lord is around us, man. The Lord will say it's up with you, man, all right? And that's to get understanding. If you push this, you get your understanding, but ultimately, the Heavenly Father, somebody get that real quick. I got to get it out. 18:20, Matthews real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Matthews real quick, yeah. And then I come back to you after I get these over here.
This is Matthew 18 and verse 20.
2 and 3.
For 23?
No, yeah, 2 and 3. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2 and 3.
18 and 20.
Let's say where they are too.
Oh, yeah. Matthew 18 and 20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered, in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
Yeah, the Spirit is here, man. So we are here. We are surrounded by the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. It's His heavenly Spirit. This nigga been out here rain, sleet, hail, snow for years.
Cleaning the
Clean
streets.
that shit up, but he won't come clean himself up.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's what the Lord. Hey, that's why you think about that. You can sit around this every weekend. You come out here, you be out here on your bike. This nigga got to be 50.
Yeah, bugged out.
And you still don't see the men in the Lord, or you don't understand or want to come by. You might hear even hecklers sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, he'll know who we are. He won't say nothing to us sometimes. Sometimes he might say something when we walk by. You know what I mean? But ultimately, you know, this is what it be. Seems like he cares a lot. Care about your soul, man. Care about your
Yeah, that's
spirit.
crazy, bro. Yeah, Babylon broke him, bro. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the most
crazy.
bugged out thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
And that's crazy.
That's
And
crazy.
it was actually not ill in the sense for somebody else.
Yeah.
Not for
That ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah. That's a slave. That's a slave. When his mind is so broken, but he still know to keep Babylon afloat.
What you think? Right. What you think 2/3 about, man?
Yeah.
What you think 2/3 about?
That's what I need some
Broken.
slaves like that.
Right? They broken. Hey, that's why they elected of a contrite spirit, man. We know what we know. Somebody get that, please. 5117. We know what's to come. We know what the word is about. What the brother was speaking of, man. We know the future. I remember I told you about the bumper sticker I saw. I know the future and God wins. I was back in 1993.
Oh shit.
Go ahead. What's your scripture?
Oh, with the precept?
Yeah, I'm gonna get all y'all. Did y'all finish that?
I got 51 and 17.
Okay, give me that.
You said
Psalms chapter 51, verse 17. The sacrifices. Oh.
No, you got it.
The sacrifices of the Most High are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. O Most High, thou wilt not despise.
No, he won't despise you, man. We get tired, man. We weary of this place. Vexed. Feet hurt. Come out. You don't eat right. You know when you ain't eating right. You know your body fucked. I know I'm going through it now. I'm tearing up, man. Ready to go do another 300. You know what I mean? You know, need water tainted. Right? Everything surrounding us is what? It's fucked up. We gotta live through this. We gotta go through this. But hey, it's all this is a light affliction. You know, earlier today I had an issue with somebody who worked at a restaurant. They was talking just crazy. I'm paying for the shit. You talking crazy? The Edomites, you know how it is. First thing they say when they say, what's the first thing they say?
What's the problem?
We'll call the cops.
Oh, we'll call the cops. Oh, it's like that, huh?
Damn, I didn't even get. I didn't get to say nothing. They messed my order up, and I'm like, look, I'm not going back around. You know what I mean? I'm not going back around. That's you got everything you paid for. No, I didn't order this. Right. Anyway, they evil, man. So that's how it is. That's how it is. They pride is so much. You say that, and don't say because I'm black. And I did say. They laughed at me.
Oh, damn. Okay.
They laughed at me.
Laugh in the kingdom.
They laugh. I know.
Yeah.
That's how you supposed to think.
Okay.
That's how you supposed to think.
Yeah.
They do you wrong. Even now, even if you don't have no incident with them, you know in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You get that ass.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah.
All you do, I prayed to the Lord and say, hey, let me get, because them to be the ones, the ones that be hillbillies, be the worst, and some of them be Jacob. No. Some of them. You know, I ain't saying, oh, I ain't gonna give them all of them. Nope. I know I got scriptures in my head.
I got
If you got something, we try to get back to him. Go ahead, read yours.
Habakkuk 1 and 2, and to verse 4, it says, "O Lord, how long shall I cry and thou wilt not hear?"
Yo, please, yeah. How long gonna cry? King David said he wet his pillows, his tears with his pillows, man. Wet his pillows with his tears.
Yep.
Crying, man. You ever cried? Just cried, man? 'Cause out of nowhere. I remember I did that shit before. Remember when my man on Boys in the Hood and the police get him to his thing? He started coming, he started swinging this. He started swinging when he got off his girl house. I did that shit before, man. I was hitting the tile on the bathroom wall. Knowing my hand hurt, but at that moment, you don't feel the shit because you're so upset about it. And it was for no reason. Nothing happened. You're just tired of this.
That's why you go to the gym,
Right.
Yeah. Fuck your hands up.
Right, go hit a bag or something. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save.
Right.
Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance?
Because why? Go ahead.
For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention."
Right. You see what our enemy do? What he's doing, man. All right. He making us envy. That's why I said don't envy the wicked. We envy the wicked. We want the things they have. We want the latest car. Toyota Corolla is the same as the goddamn Lexus GS.
Yep.
That's all it is. It's different metal on the front.
It's the same.
That's all it is. It's 50, 60,000 more
Yeah.
for the $20,000 vehicle, right? It get you to A to B, brand new. Brand new GS get you A to B, brand new. But no, what we gotta have? I want the biggest this and that. No, we do that. We still do. We do. Right? It's the flesh. But still, we see these goddamn nations prosper ahead of us. You see a goddamn Ishmaelite come in here. I grew up when they started coming heavy.
Boys balling.
We grew up when they started coming heavy.
Ishmael balling.
They was getting the gas stations. Then they just started making the gas stations to like little convenience stores. It wasn't no like the.
Now they got all the hookah and everything.
And they talking shit to you.
Yeah.
They rich. They
And
dumb rich.
they G-wagging, looking
they
down on
G-wagging.
you, pulling up, looking down on you.
I work at a place where I see them a lot sometimes, man. And they have this. They want me to have a bigger purse, stacks like that in rolls. 200,000. Let's go blow it up. Let's go blow it. Anyway, we'll need that. Just tell it. Just tell her, right? Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 53 and 6. Oh, that the salvation of Israel were come out of Zion. When the Most High bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad.
We're going to be happy, man. But right now, what we got to do? Endure. We got to endure.
Suffer.
Suffer real quick.
Patiently.
Off that.
Yeah.
This is Micah 7.
We got to look at these heathens just stare at us.
Yeah.
They act like the window rolled down. You know, our people are heathen. Wonder why? And a lot of people don't think that this is worth nothing that we're standing out here for. We know what's coming. We know the heavy shit that's about to come on this earth, and the Lord is about to come soon. But hey, they don't see it. What they see is niggas. They see is we Muslim. They don't even get to ask a question. They don't want to ask a question. That means they got to stand here, man, and ask a question and act concerned. Go ahead, bro. Who got it?
It's in Micah 7:7. Therefore will I look unto the Lord, and I will wait for my salvation, and my power will hear me. Verse 8. Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall rise. When I sit in the dust, the Lord shall be a light unto me. Verse 9. This is important. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I will behold his righteousness. But I can say the Lord has done that. The Lord has brought us into this truth in this gospel, and he's going to fully do it when he delivers
He's
us
about
out
to
of here.
plead our
He's
cause
gonna plead our
in the valley of Jehoshaphat.
There's
Joel.
a scripture in Sirach, I believe it's Sirach 38:5, in verse 6. It said that the prayer reaches up to the cloud, and that the basically one who prays a prayer will not stop until the Lord
17.
17.
Yeah, the specific verse 17. Started like 16. 35.
35 and 16.
Yep.
You're already there.
This
Just
is
real
the
quick.
book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 35, verse 16. He that serves the Lord, Yahweh, shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds.
The clouds are the angels. That's why it says in Revelation 8 that the prayers of the saints was brought unto the altar of the Lord.
In verse 17, the prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds. Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted.
Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted. We will never be satisfied in his life until the Lord pleads our cause. So he says, it's enough. Save them. Go save them. You got this TikTok dude, he made a video of the Lord. It was like, it said Michael, and he got this glow on.
Yeah. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one.
Pacing back and forth, and then it said Gabriel, and Gabriel staying there pacing.
Then it go back to the Heavenly Father.
Then it go to Yahushua, because the brother switched it and put Yahushua. He's sitting there.
He said, "Son."
He said, and then it go to the Lord. He said, "Son."
He said, "Don't be long."
Don't be long.
And the music playing.
And the music.
And the angels start. Look, the angels start doing that.
Yeah,
I like that one.
That video.
Yeah, I like that one. And it's a Jake playing it.
It's
so
a Jake. It's a Jake playing it. I
Yeah,
gotta show you.
I like that one. He said, "Son, don't be long."
Hell, don't be long.
With haste.
Yeah. Because ain't nothing here does it for us.
Yeah, that's
because
what I said. That's what I said
exactly.
right
We
there.
need. Hey, look. Okay, you get a bad bitch after you bust it down. 5 minutes later, you're all right.
Cool.
You get, you get a little. Let's say you get some. You come across some little funds. You got to get spent, so it's gone. You have a good day. Well, it might not be a good one tomorrow. It's fleeting. It's wicked here. We need the kingdom.
Our life, like King David said, our life is as a blade of grass. It's here one day in the morning and gone with the blast of wind in the next.
We need the kingdom. Money and bitches ain't the answer to this.
The answer is faith, salvation, waiting, and the return of Yahweh Shai, and hopefully you be saved in the first kingdom, man. But ultimately, you're an Israelite, so you got Jake that's out here. That's because they're Israelites. They gave up. I know I'm an Israelite. Oh yeah, I heard that. So what should I do? They just give up. Shit, I don't want to get burnt up, man. I don't want to get burnt up and cooked and shit like that, man. This ain't no game. Somebody have one?
Cross also had it. That's Sirach 35.
Continuing on in verse 17, the prayer of the humble pierces the clouds. Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted and will not depart till the Most High Yahweh shall behold to judge righteously and execute justice.
Hey, it says he will not be comforted. There ain't nothing you can put in the elect face that's gonna make them deter or stop. That's why, people who fall out of this, they were not of the elect. It's just simple. They found something that got comforted. Somebody get the parable in Luke. The affairs of the world, draw them back or whatever.
13.
Yeah, or you can get it Matthew or Luke. It don't matter. Yeah, it's in Matthew too.
The cares of this world.
Yeah,
This world churches out the word and they become unfruitful.
The cares of the world ain't gonna comfort the elect. The elect don't give a fuck. The fuck is a job, nigga. You working for the white man. A bitch. What's making six figures? Making six figures don't fix this. I can get murked by a nigga, a jealous, hating nigga, man. As soon as you get paid for that six figure and take your bag that you wasted your life chasing. You people are fucking vain, man.
70 hours a week.
Kobe Bryant, 80 hours.
Working 80 hours a week.
You said Kobe Bryant? Yeah, you can be living it up with your daughter in a plane, and then your plane start getting goofy on you, and then you go for a tumble.
Now you like this, you know?
Yeah, burnt up, crispy.
Matthew 13 and 22, I got it.
God.
Matthew 13 and 22. He also that received the seed among the thorns is he that hears the word and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choketh the word and he becomes unfruitful. And that's why it says in Jonah, for they have forsaken everlasting mercies. They, what does it say, bro?
Two and eight. Yep, Jonah 2 and 8.
I can't.
They that just get it. I ain't gonna spoil it. Get it.
Jonah 2 and 8.
Yeah, not blocking it.
It's like on the tip of my tongue. I can't.
It's gonna say.
But that's why I said it's the deceitfulness of riches, because the deceitfulness of riches, having a Hellcat Charger.
Yeah.
That's you think that's living. That's really because you can work 60 hours and enjoy it for 2 days on a weekend. You find that as living. That's not.
You get to drive fast.
2-day weekend.
2-day weekend, bro.
2-day weekend.
Really? 2-day weekends ain't nothing. Cause you go sleep. Cause Friday night, say you do go out, you go sleep till about 2.
Saturday afternoon.
You wake up condescent 3 o'clock, 3:30.
These people
You got how
I
many
swear,
hours left? About 8 hours. Then you may go out again. Then you gonna wake up on Sunday, 3 o'clock. Gotta go to bed early.
Sunday,
you gotta work Monday.
Sunday about 2 hours long.
And
That's all you get.
Sunday's short.
Sunday is 2
And then
2
you
hours.
back to work Monday.
Back to
That's
the
not
work.
what the Lord created the planet Earth to be. That's not living. That's slavery. That's shackles and slaves.
Slavery.
Slavery.
that Jonah. Yeah, no, he getting it.
This is Jonah 2 and
I
8.
think your call said he had something.
They that observe lying vanities forsake their own mercy.
Plain and simple. You got it, call.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 10. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver. So you ever seen rich people? You get rich. You can only buy so many cars. You can only buy so many. Bugattis. Floyd is bored.
Yeah.
He don't know what the hell to do.
He don't.
That's why he fighting Twitch streamers.
Right.
We gotta do something.
But that's that emptiness. You try to fill it with money instead of you supposed to fill it with these the riches of this truth. Then you feel.
Hey, the scriptures say, "Blessed is he that readeth."
Blessed is he that reads.
Blessed is he that readeth.
That is not blessed.
Yeah.
Verse 10 from the top. Ecclesiastes 5 and 10. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver. And mind you, this is King Solomon. Now, this is not a broke person talking to you.
Yeah.
Nor he that loves abundance with increase. This is also vanity. When goods increase, there are increased that eat them, and what good is there to the owners thereof, saving the beholding of them with their eyes? Verse 12 and 13. If I'm skip to I'll read 12. The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eat little or much. But the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. You losing sleep constantly, trying to protect your money, worried about lawsuits, stuff like that. I remember Shaq, he was talking about what was that? When Kobe died, and they was interviewing him. He was basically saying how he doesn't sleep. So he was saying he didn't enjoy life. You awake all day, man. Hey man, give me my regular, like King David said, give me that's, give me that.
Convenient for me.
Poverty, give me neither poverty nor riches. There's a song, man, I forgot. It was a New Orleans dude. He was like, this is the way I live. You know, he was basically, you know, I'm just happy. You know, I don't gotta be the richest. You know, Jake, comfortable with, just
Bare minimum.
exactly.
The plain man, he dwelt in a tent.
Jake is comfortable with, wake up, still got a job, he don't got a flat tire, his wife ain't cheating on
This
him.
Esau punk.
That song by Ice Cube, Today is a Good Day. It was just basic stuff. Like, I ain't get pulled over by the police, didn't get my ass beat.
Yeah. Got some box.
Right.
But
Hey,
you know
hey.
what's crazy? The Lord had to do that to us. He had to make us bring us to a state where we have to be because we was kings and rulers. The Lord had to humble us to, and that's why Jake's like, well, fuck it. Jake would literally do this to the end of eternity. The nation of Israel would do this. They would live, go to work, fucking have their job.
2K 398.
And will do this for eternity because the Lord broke us so much, and just he had to because Jake was fucking out of reality when he was in power, so the Lord had to bring us back to reality.
Verse 13. There is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely riches kept for the owners thereof to their hurt. Verse 14. But those riches perish by evil travail, and he begetteth a son, and there is nothing in his hand. When you have a son, you're supposed to be able to what? Leave an inheritance. Jake could be, straight up invent, a key important part to a car that either that it's need or it helps save, efficiency or whatever. And guess what his son gets?
$2.
Not a damn thing. You have so many, Tesla, what he died broke. And now you got an Edomite running with it and calling it Tesla.
Yeah, that's something else. Yeah.
Bro, it's this riches, man. You money goes where it want to go. You think you work hard, you grind hard. That's not real wealth. Real wealth. First it's land. It's actually cattle.
Servants.
Exactly. Because you see Bill Gates, I forgot the thing his brother said, like he owned like 50% of like the farmland or whatever.
Some shit.
Because you see all these what's those not farmhouses, but they keep getting burned down.
Factories. Yeah.
Factories keep getting burned down. So they want military, be able to protect it, and to be able to fight. You have land, you have cattle, you have gold, and you have silver. That's what real riches is. Jake, Jake could get $1 million, and he'll be broke. All these TikTok, TikTok bio people think they got money and stuff like that, and then you see them 10 years later. That little dude, Loving the Great, I'm sure he got a lot of money. You see him on everybody, like, damn, homie, what happened to you, bro? It just comes and just goes. You got so many athletes that had, tons of money, and then they died broke. Joe Frazier, he died broke in his gym, and he had $1 million prize fights.
Damn, Joe Frazier went out broke.
Yeah.
Damn.
Who fought on Muhammad?
Joe Frazier.
That's okay.
Yeah.
He died on drugs too. He died on
Not
Joe-
Joe Frazier.
Not Joe-
Not Joe Frazier. Not Joe Frazier.
Okay.
He probably, I don't know if he was doing anything.
I know he was selling at least because he got caught.
Yeah, now he couldn't box him or he started swinging.
That's fucked up.
This is Sirach 31:1. It says, watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and the care thereof driveth away sleep.
Same way, brother, explain. You tired thinking about how to protect it.
It says, watching care will not let a man slumber, as a sore disease, break of sleep.
And I also add to this. During the time when this was written, there was no such thing as you have insurance for something.
Yeah.
If your house got blew down by the wind, you just out of a house. There ain't no you go to an insurance broker and put in a claim for my house and stuff like. Job, when he lost everything, he couldn't go put in a claim for something like that. You know, you out. You know, right? You got what is it called? I don't know if it's life insurance or whatever.
Homeowners insurance, life insurance, health insurance.
But basically, I think it's life insurance. Like if you're married and you know, basically your spouse dies.
Yeah, life insurance.
Right. There's not stuff like that. You know, you don't have stuff like that. So if literally you could, like for instance, like if you got a giant caravan and you know you shipping some goods from, let's say Syria down to into Egypt, and somebody stole all those your goods, that was it.
Should have lost.
Right? Yep. Exactly. You know, it was just that's how easy it is to lose riches. Like on a drop of a dime.
So some of these insurance companies came up, you know, about the boats, State Farm, and some old shit. You got old like business like because they used to insure the boats. They came up with
slaves
and stuff. So it was insurance back in about 100, 200 years ago for those ships that came over because you know they made money. A lot of people was going to try to bring their cargo over. Then eventually everybody. You know, they was using that all that because a lot of these insurance companies are old money.
Yeah.
Are old money in the world. So,
well, a dollar bill used to be insurance actually. It used to. Okay. You have a dollar that you have a certain amount of gold. If I take this to the bank, you're supposed to get my gold.
Yeah.
It started out as basically it was like a paper receipt of this is the amount of gold you have. I'm giving this to you to have this gold. You can take it to whoever you need to get the gold. But now, that's why it's not backed by anything. You really, the dollar bill is nothing.
That's why it's over.
It's literally a piece of paper.
When you look at a lot of these insurance policies, you know, a lot of them, how they're written, it's actually evil. Let you actually really truly need it. And then, you know, watch your insurance go up and stuff like that, where they're trying to find some type of loophole. You know, so, you know, it's so easy to, you know, lose riches, you know, even with insurance in today's time.
I got a scripture real quick.
Oh, that's what you all. Nice.
Same thing.
You want someone to read it for you?
They gon' I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait.
It's a K word.
Wait, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. He gonna go take it to somebody he think he knows and take it up. What you gonna do, man? Hey, this is he keep coming around.
I ain't noticed it. He didn't say me. He been circling.
This is Proverbs 23:4. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. All right. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. So, hey, and put that in the curses that we have, man. That's part of the curses. Hey, you say that basket in thy store, all right? You say, curse shall be that basket in thy store. So what it mean? Your money, bro. All right? You can get you a nice little $8,000 check. Now by the time you realize that shit is gone. You done got you a nice $1,500 check because you did real good in overtime, and you know, and they won't even let you get so far. Every time you make some money doing some overtime, they take everything.
Yeah.
They take everything. Your shit was $1,500. You got $900. And that's no. You got $800. Don't. I'm just talking about regular week. Regular week. You can put your time in.
Yeah.
So the riches is gonna fly away even if you try, man. So that's why the scriptures tell you don't labor to be rich.
So Jake, one of the things that really do Jake in is let Jake do that too, but go through a divorce. You know, Edomites, when they go through a divorce, they know how to hide, you know, assets.
Yeah.
You know, Jake, you know, let Jake go. He have a little something. You know, go through, you know, a divorce, and she took half, and you got to pay for her attorney fees and
without
stuff like
shame,
that.
with no shame.
She's just
Ooh.
You keep the kids and she go. She don't go. She don't leave with nothing.
Like don't even see the kids.
Yep, you got to maintain it. To maintain it.
Married again.
She has to maintain her life.
Oh yeah, you get married to that casket, baby girl. Shit.
Right, but she's not being celibate until she get remarried.
Yeah,
she get her walls knocked down.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you gotta support her living until she decides that I want to get married again. But meanwhile, she can have as many brides inside her until then.
Hey, the system was built.
What you got, Kyle? Y'all got something? You got it, bro. Kyle.
Ezekiel 7 and verse 12, it says, "The time has come, the day draweth near. Let not the wire rejoice, nor the son mourn. Wrath is upon all the multitude."
Go down. Get like 19 too. But you gotta say what you gonna say.
It's like during we had the lockdowns, we still had essential workers working. The time coming where nobody's
Nobody's gonna be working. That's when it's gonna set in. When it's really, cause like you said, the central motherfuckers are still moving around. When everything completely ceases and halts, that's when everybody's gonna be wanting to try to knock on the prophet's door, and that's gonna be no. That's gonna be a no. There's gonna be chaos in the streets.
Right. Somebody get Amos real quick. Amos 8 and 11 real quick. Go ahead.
Is there anything good in between?
Not yet.
Okay, yeah. At some point, just get 19 though. But you got it.
It says, verse 14, "They have blown the trumpet even to make war ready, but none go into the battle. For our wrath is upon the multitude."
65 13.
That's good. Just jump to it.
It says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets.
Yeah, give me that Isaiah.
They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath."
Yep. So all the riches that these people are wasting their life trying to obtain, it's not going to be able to save them anyway. So what the fuck is a bag? All these, man. I'm like Murph, man. Don't even make eye contact with the nigga woman, man. Don't even look at her. All the bitch. Every other word out of MB's mouth is the bag. Bitch, Judas sold the Lord for the bag. We not worried about the damn bag. God damn it. I'm fucking sick of hearing that phrase out of people. Fucking mouth, dog. We chasing righteousness, bro.
We're in righteousness. We on the side.
Fucking bad,
We
man.
on the side of righteousness, man. They gonna see it. Hey, somebody give me that real quick in Matthew. Give me that 65. You got what you got?
No.
What you got?
Matthew 6 and 20.
It's okay.
What you want? What you want?
Give me the wisdom sound of 5. Give me the. Give me that real quick. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 20. Lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Right, the spiritual treasure, bro. Not this carnal shit. That's why I said the scripture says where your basic gate wings to fly away.
Proverbs.
It just fly away. Don't put your eye on this, man. Hey, the prize is what? The kingdom. The kingdom, right? So how you get to the kingdom? Doing the best of your ability with the law, statutes, and commandments that we have. And hey, actually, it's faith, because it's through heavy faith, man. And that's up to you. How about shall also to pick you? All right. Now you get picked by the creator of the universe, man. All right.
That's saying something. Yeah, that's saying something. That's more than money.
That's more than money, man. Because what comes with that is knowledge. Is man, we're gonna be ever learning. We're gonna continue to be learning in the kingdom, knowing things. Have no sense. Brothers hurting right now as they standing still, man. Wind taking us, blowing us. Somebody gonna catch a cold tonight. Can't breathe. I be jumping up now. I be just hopping up like it's over for me. Can't breathe out of the nostrils.
Our spirits is hurt.
But then you be like, sometimes you'll be like, well, I can't wait till the, and one of the brothers always say he can't wait. And you be like, you can't wait. Because you ain't going to have none of these issues anymore, man. None of these things.
Who wants to be broken?
Who want to be, yeah.
Who wants to be broken all the time?
That's what the Christians want, bro.
That's what Whole Foods is called. Whole Foods to make you whole.
Yeah.
Man, you can't even sleep. Man, I've been having crazy ass dreams lately. I'm like, you can't even sleep right sometimes.
Nope.
I heard some noise in my room. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Pillow.
I was like, what is that?
Pillow don't fall on you.
No. It be falling under the bed.
Shoulder wake up. You know, you really the ball of your foot for no reason.
Wake up, sweat.
Who wants that? Who wants that, bro?
Yeah.
Then you gotta, then you can't even go to fucking Myers with the person who enslaved you looking at you sideways.
A nigga following you.
I just came to get some fucking bread.
Following you around.
Looking at me like I done did something wrong.
Come on, let's go to this battle and walk that nigga.
I said, excuse me to the worker at Myers. And she, is that like, bitch, I didn't do nothing to you. I didn't make you work at fucking Myers.
You spin that bitch face, this is gonna have a problem. Motherfuckers, man.
You know, sometimes it's bad because all the Edomites aren't coming into contact with the offering thing. And it's to the point where
Edomites complaining.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, y'all didn't care when our women was fucked up, so now y'all women act accept it.
I hate when I hear Edomite complaining. Shut
Accept
up,
it.
nigga. You tie yourself up by your bootstrap, nigga. Shut up.
Bitch.
But when you get into like the book of
They know they beat them and talk.
All the things that we went through. That's the beautiful sound to my ear.
What's that other one you wanted, Gabar?
Bro, got the 65 right there.
Okay.
No, hold it.
This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13.
Oh, 65, okay.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat. Behold, ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Yeah, we're gonna be full in that day. Because a brother brought something out that coincided with that. A brother brought that, that's why I asked that. Hey, when that time comes, all this, Edomites taking pictures of us laughing, you know. No, he didn't. The white car, when the dude in the white car taking laughing at it, he think I'm blocking my face. I'm acting like I'm taking a picture of it. He got some renovation shit on the side. They so arrogant, man. So, hey, they think they prepared at home. They got a whole bunch of suits in their closet. They got 400 assault rifles. You only can shoot one at a time, homie. You know what I mean?
That's for the elect.
Come on, man. It don't even matter. It don't even click. All it is their logic, what they can see, what is their natural. We're spiritual, right? Yeah. So being that you're spiritual, you know what's to come. You know that you can't. When the Lord comes, we know that the chariot's gonna vaporize everything. We imagine it. We imagine these things, man. We dream about it. We hope. We can't wait to see this thing happen, man. Long for the day that we see the devil fall, man, because this guy and I'm glad when these damn devils are arrogant to you, that's just more fuel to the fire. Mm-hmm. It should make you more angry. On top of that, we can't even be angry enough because the Lord got to put His righteous anger in us, man. All right, His indignation, man, because He gonna flip it on you, man. All right, so He gonna watch them starve, bro.
Yeah.
He gonna watch them. He gonna laugh. He said, well, your calamity come as a whirlwind, man.
It's their time to suffer. Because we suffering. So we finna rejoice and they finna suffer.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, finish that.
Alright.
Come on.
Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. But behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
For howl. That empty ass stomach. I remember being a kid. Have you ever had an empty ass stomach before? Man, that shit sound hollow as hell, man. And I ain't saying you just had a meal. I didn't remember when I had a meal. earlier in my life when I was a kid, man. You know, it was hard back then, man.
That's crazy
Yeah.
how the Lord built our bodies to let you know.
Yeah, it was a rumble.
You know?
It was
Your stomach is letting off. It's like, hey, yo, homie, we need something in here.
Yeah.
You know, it's letting off, you know, it's letting you know.
Yeah. That's why I want. Give me that. Why you follow that? Go to 8 and 11 Amos.
Yeah, Amos.
Give me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was already there.
You was like, get into this.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord, Yahweh, I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but hearing of the words of the Lord."
Oh, right. So why you? It's gonna be that word is gonna be gone, and that's the spiritual food that you're supposed to have. Man. So you set your mind on that day and get ready.
Okay, yeah, just
The Lord is about to terrorize this place. But everybody in the world think that they're gonna be able to store. I'm telling you, these Edomites, they're not gonna go down, man. They got a bunker that's like 2-3 stories down. All right. You can't see him. It's probably some of them big, some of them small. You know, Jake don't even think about that shit. Jake is out of the loop. He don't really think about that shit. We know we got some Jake preppers, man. All right, they could be Edomites, you know, and they could be Jake.
It's like 4 of them.
That's right.
it.
4 of them.
Two Edomites, 2 Jake.
Two Jake. And they was friends with him.
Yeah.
And they friends gonna get them to kill them and take their stuff. Right? Oh yeah, just check me where it's at. Jake could fall for the same shit, same trick. All right, told her, just come in this boat. He'll walk right on. Jake will walk right on that, but don't worry, man. We're in the process of we see the process of the Lord, man, and that's every step that the Lord's telling us.
He wanted,
See,
yeah, because I guess it's real windy over there. So. Just tell him. You want to head back over? Kamar said he had some. He said he had some.
Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor.
Right? So and that man made no account of our labors, right?
Yep.
So what man was that? Everybody that seen us, the 2/3 of these heathens.
We built this place.
Right, built it off the back.
Literally.
Sweat. Up. Go ahead.
When they see it, they should be troubled with terrible fear.
What they gonna see? What they gonna see? Shit. To who? Yeah, coming in the clouds. You see your house shot coming, man, and the angels, man. All right, go ahead.
They shall be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation.
So it's gonna be real strange when you see a chariot. We ain't never seen a chariot close up. We ain't never. That is still gonna be something odd, although we know. All right. You know what I hate when I see constantly like videos, and it makes you mad, but it makes you think when they got some. Act like they done seen the chariot. It's on the ground and it's glowing, and it look kind of far off that you might think it's, but that's still you anticipating the hasten for the day of the Lord.
Like
man.
how they did the chariot and note, bro.
That
shit was stupid.
That was stupid. But I seen it.
You saw a CGI type
It
thing?
was not your CGI. It was just a glowing, but you still get you to thinking, man. You know, we just gotta wait. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
So far beyond all that they look for.
Beyond, they didn't consider that, man. They didn't all that shit you niggas was talking.
Yeah. All you motherfuckers.
All that barking.
Yeah.
You know, all y'all not saying that talking loud, man. We don't believe that the little demons that was over there, the Manata talk about.
Yeah. We ain't gonna get shredded.
They gonna get nothing.
Little
They gonna get
little white motherfuckers, man.
I've been watching House of Dragons. I've been watching House of Dragons. Anybody watch House of Dragons?
I've heard of
it. Yeah. You see what they did to the Jake?
Game of
When he like Game of Thrones, he chopped his head off, left it clean off his shit because he was talking shit.
All he left was
Clean.
the tongue hanging.
That's all his tape. His tongue was still in there, but the rest of his top was gone.
Took his fucking top off.
We're gonna be going through them like that, man. We're gonna be going through that.
And he rebuked them.
Yeah, he did.
wicked.
It was wrong. It was wrong. He was the next up. Yeah, but they still, he got it. Yeah, he got
I've heard about it.
No, it's dope.
I've heard about it.
I'll see you down. Go ahead, bro.
Get yours, Kamar.
Hold on, what you say?
It says, verse
20, and oh yeah, and then going to and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he who had sometimes in derision.
Who we had sometimes in he? Who was he?
Us.
We was in the derision, man. That the difficult type. They had us fucked up, had us taking pictures of us, laughing at us. Think we don't have nothing. We don't have jobs in society, but they walking around. That's
How that work?
That's how they think.
Yeah,
Go ahead, bro.
you're right.
It says this was he who had some time in derision and a proverb of reproach.
Yeah, the proverb of reproach. You will reproach. You disgust. As soon as you come in their facility, I don't care how cool they think they are. You think they are. Yeah, they'll speak hot to you because hey, sometimes it's green. You know, they want that green, all right? And they don't want the damn charges. Sometimes, you know, how they, Jake. It's because I'm black. Oh, they was laughing at me like, oh shit. It was because she started calling for the police. So in turn, I'm like, here we go again with that police shit. And I didn't get to say shit. They just kept let the doors close in front of me. Go ahead, bro.
We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
Look at them think, how did they survive in the ghetto? How did they survive in the ghetto? That's all they think about. How did they survive all the shit we've done to? This life is madness, right? They don't have nothing. They you think about this shit. We go. I watch a people show. Y'all ever see this TV show McGraw? That shit is lit, man. They got a whole bunch of scenery because there's a whole bunch of abandoned houses over there, man. Selling dope, they sold dope. We gave them the dope. They survived. No? The more they afflicted, the more they grew.
multiplied.
We multiplied and grew. Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 5, how is he numbered among the children of Yahweh? His lot is among the saints.
Yeah, how? We should be the ones who's blessed. How are them niggers?
Yeah.
Wetbacks.
Yeah.
How did they make it?
You should just see who just walk by and eat by with this fat. It's great. Take care of her kids.
He already,
Bro,
that's Jake.
That's his cats and that's her kids. Looking through. Looking weak as hell.
That was
holding the nigga's head and the baby's head.
That was Judite kid.
That's a Judite kid.
Or the Issachar.
That
But it was
blended
the
family.
Edomite running with it. Taking care of
Looking, got the Negro hand holding his hand. Looking weak, Esau. You looking real weak on the planet right now.
You looking easy to take down.
Yeah, you are. You are.
He is. And the rest of the nations know this.
Exactly.
And the ones that's trying, like Russians, who don't think nothing gonna happen to them, got it. They ain't no but if they didn't live, that's Israel. That's not Israelites. They Edomites.
Yeah, they just some Russian speaking Edomites
that's
as
all
far
it
as
is.
we fucking concerned.
That's all it is.
Y'all gonna come help us with our handiwork.
Exactly.
Y'all bringing the fight to us.
You shooting some business. That's all this shit is doing is this.
Shit, yeah.
Go back to
Boom.
the way. Go ahead. It's gonna be brought up. They're gonna be subdued on the other side of the world. The Valley of Decision, Jehoshaphat is gonna be a war, man. They're gonna be subdued. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 6, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not up upon us. It says, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction.
So they weird. This is them crying.
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
They're crying now.
Crying.
All right? They're crying. We weird ourselves. They went through a diligent search to figure out what we like and what we hate. What would make us go off? What did Balak do? Balaam and Balak, man. Yeah. What did they do? Sex magic, all right? Meaning they knew that we like to get down. So it became what it did, it took us off a lot. It took us off. I call it sex magic because it was illicit sex actions that we was actually doing in that time.
But all in that other
all
God.
It was.
I forget, yeah.
We just started going the way of the heathen, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says,
rewind that. Let's go back to that.
It says, verse 6, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us. Right. And the sun.
It said, righteousness has not shined unto us until Isaiah lets fairly show to the wicked.
Can't do nothing. No matter what. No matter what. Yeah. You can't help it. It's in you.
And the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way.
Yeah, they lay no way. How did they get out of this? How did the hell did they get out of this, man? We put hell on them. We even gave them the COVID shot. Half of them dying. Just drop it dead, motherfuckers fall. Go ahead.
It says there we have gone to deserts where there lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord we have not known. What have pride profited us?
Yep, super pride, man. He said the pride of that countenance has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. What you have?
So they say proud to be an American.
Proud to be an American. That's pride. What
Bullshit.
The eagle is the highest flying bird.
Proud patriot.
What does that bird do? He look over everybody. Whatever. Go ahead. He said he nobody can top him. Go ahead.
It says, or what good have riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by. And as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found. Neither the pathway of the field and the waves.
Yeah, you good. You good. So hey, we know what this devil's about, man. He gonna cry. What they can say, let the rocks fall upon us. For the what it is for because they knew Yahweh stopped, man. They wasn't hide in their bunkers. All right? They want to hide, man. They don't. Hey, listen. There is gonna be. They're gonna turn up on their wickedness. They're gonna turn up on their wickedness, and the only thing we got is the Lord.
Precept.
Only thing we got. You got it. You got it ready? Anybody got it? Okay. Yeah, come on. We rapid fire right now. Go ahead.
This is Daniel 12, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
Guess what? The way that the wise are the men of the Lord, they understand why it's going. And they don't. Hey, the Lord guys makes the directs the path. It was a scripture that said directs the way of the river or something like that. But the way it's going, Esau was made to do what he's doing, man. The Lord directed every way he go. Everything he's doing is because what? The Lord has set that up in front of him. So what? So he would do all what he had said he would do. Because it's prophecies that had to be done, right? All the prophecies got to be done, right? So what Esau is doing is what the Lord is making him do. What's Matthew 5:17? Something in my head. Go ahead.
Blessed are ye when that's a minstrel value for my namesake. That's 17.
Go ahead. That's what they.
No, that's fine.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Yeah, he know he has a short time. He gonna come down and you great wrath. He ain't coming just to pat your head and say, come on, get in here with me. No, you're not gonna get in the tank with him. He's gonna be on top of rooms, picking you off, shooting you, eating you, devilish shit. We was talking about a movie called Heredity, which man, that shit crazy, man. And I'm glad, I don't know, but the witchcraft that they doing, man, they say that places this is a witchcraft. Full of demonic.
Yeah, they not playing.
These motherfuckers are demonic, man. It go far. Yeah. We don't see it.
Yeah.
It go deep. The rabbit hole go deep, as they say. Who got it?
Kamar, you still got one? Or it don't go no more?
You hold some, brother?
I just grabbed
Say what?
Oh, what is that?
Precept real quick. I got
just hold it. Just hold it.
Go ahead.
This is Job 30. This is something similar to what I was looking for, but this is Job 34 and verse 22. There is no darkness nor shadow of the depth where the works of iniquity may hide. The workers of iniquity may hide themselves, because, like the brother said, we may not see it, but the Lord see it. The Lord see them creepy fucking things we be doing in the
creepy
night.
Crawling motherfuckers.
No, I always say this to the spirit. You don't know what happened when the doors close like that.
When that sun go down.
What happened, bro? These devils be doing high level witchcraft, and they'll show it on movies and shit.
Yep.
They say that it's like movies, but they be doing that shit, man. Summoning demons.
Got a basement of little kids screaming.
I was
naked,
watching,
chained to walls.
Like that, we just talked about that movie, that show, Sandman. The first episode, these motherfuckers is the dude on the show. It's a made up show, but he was like the next level under Aleister Crowley. Dude, man, these motherfuckers had fucking circle. Yeah, she got your ass. Esau, you wasn't through. But they had these pentagrams and circles, and when they do these shit, man, it's not just shit happens. Shit shows up. Things are showing up, coming out of smoke and shit, bro. Like the rabbit hole goes deep, but we may not see it, but the Lord sees it. That's why it says no. There's no depth where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. The Lord, you're caught, bro. The Lord knows what you're doing.
There's a scripture in Psalms that says, he that made the eye, hath he not seen? And he that hath made the ear, hath he not heard? Yeah. The Lord see all what's going on.
The eye of the Lord is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. So, hey.
There's another
You text them out? Did you text? Did you let them know? Okay.
The young
Sabrina
bitch, witch. And it, bro, throughout the entire show, that's all it is.
So witchcraft.
Witchcraft. I ain't watching. I just heard somebody.
I've seen Sabrina.
I ain't watching it.
Man, Sabrina?
I've seen Sabrina.
Yeah, from like 03, 04. Yeah.
They have a new.
Oh, they have a new one?
They got
Pentagrams everywhere.
I haven't seen
with
the
the
new
pot. It's well in the top, bro.
Even Wednesdays like that. I watch Wednesdays.
Yeah, that punk ass show. Yeah, I watched one episode. I was like,
I watched the whole thing. But they do those things, and they say that's why I said they'll put it on TV.
Yeah.
But they actually do those rituals.
with that little wicked spick bitch, that little Ortega bitch. She the new little hot thing right now, spick bitch.
Selena Gomez right now.
Yeah,
She
little
Selena
demon.
Gomez. But yeah, they do these witch ceremonies in the dark. And they'll put it on TV because like you bring this out a lot. The fucking Satan book, they can't do something unless they show it. So they're technically telling you, but it's in a.
I forget the phrase, but yeah, they show it to you before they do it. So they're clear. No, it's according to the tenets of Satanism. Before they do something to you, they have to show it to you. Therefore, if you don't do nothing about it, it's on you. So that's why they put like let's say the commercials with the medicine, they had a nigga speaking quick with the side effects. But hurry and talk to your doctor, you might have he's speaking like he tell you might die, but if you take it and you die, it's on you.
You may have suicidal thoughts.
Yeah. You might bleed out your face. I've loved it.
You may there was one I said one. They said you may experience sudden death.
Sudden death. Damn. Heart blow off in your chest.
Yeah, for real, there was one that said some shit you might experience
sudden death. The fuck is that? Dodgeball, nigga? The fuck you mean?
They just gave you death.
Yeah, shit is crazy. I was like, what?
When you watch that, suddenly,
I didn't get to see it still.
They show how normally when you get a vaccine, it comes with a big ass.
You can't use that word.
You get a VACC injection. You come with a big piece of paper that show all the side effects.
Oh damn!
This one that they just took, it didn't have nothing on the paper.
It said good luck. Good luck.
It said LG, life's good. Yeah, LG.
Yours ain't.
Signed by Drake.
Yeah, signed by Drake.
And still think, Jake still thinks they're gonna be living in this. That's why the righteous are wise, man. They know, we know, Lord, the Heavenly Father gave us understanding, the brothers, man, that it's gonna be a downfall from this place. So, and our people gonna get it. It's gonna be crushed. Ain't gonna be no love for this place, man. The Lord is about to knock this place off its axis, man. You got a scripture?
Ecclesiastes chapter 5. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarriance to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah, and listen, hey, that's a beautiful way to end it, man. Really, that's a beautiful way to end it, because don't put off the day to day what you can do now every day, man. So we gotta ramp it up because it's about to go down in this thing, man. Hey, it's more praying. We got to pray more, y'all. Pray more, man. Pray and ask for forgiveness and mercy and ask to just be increased and understand. You know, but
this is Mark chapter 13 and verse 32. But of that day and that hour no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. We don't know what time, but we know it's close. We know it's that season, it's that time. We just don't know exactly, the time and dates. It's like misspoke. For the Son of Man is as a man taking for the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. So you basically got to be on guard. We don't know exactly. Trust and believe. This upside down 999 mark could be dropping. Next week, even though we don't even see. It can drop at any time. Most I can speed things up. Even faster because the scripture talks about speeding up the times. So things are going to get, things are already being faster. We see so much stuff in the news, stuff that's all of this is pertaining to, getting all these other nations, involved, beating their war drums, testing their swords. Somebody has something?
Okay.
Okay.
This 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, as to veil upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So ain't nothing. Everything look cool, but behind closed doors, the Lord is about to set this bitch up, man. Right? Peace and safety, sudden destruction. They getting ready, man.
They were eating and drinking and giving in the marriage. Everything was just fine, just like in the days of Noah. Everything, even though it was wickedness. But everything, you had that normalcy bias going on. Everybody, not everybody was, some people were just happy, in their wickedness. So you're gonna have, people who, the scripture says, peace and safety, then utter destruction. So they're gonna be saying, all right, everything's cool now, and guess what? You get that false sense of security, and then boom, you don't even know when to hit you. So things can just turn up like the top of a hat.
That's it.
And so really, hey, that's it. So with that, we give all praises to you.
Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kakadash.
So on to the apostles, elders, a great millstone, peace, salutation, you brother, your work. Everyday faith. For your heart, Bashem, Yahushai, return to get out this place. Your peace, salutation, you brothers, above the ball, and shalom.